Okay, guys, we are live. For those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon muser this evening. Tonight, we are carrying on playing our ongoing campaign, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through Carl Sargent's classic Night Below campaign, or Mega Adventure. And with me tonight are the stars of the campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. First up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm going to be playing Calidor. He is a elven fighter thief, and he is 3rd level.
Nice. Next up is Steve-O, a.k.a. Morpheus.
Indeed, yes. Just wearing my pilot's goggles tonight for safety reasons. And I am playing Rilligo, the half-elf bard.
Great. And you're level 2?
That is correct for the moment.
Okay. But how much XP? I rewatched the last session before.
I have 9,000 XP.
Oh, well, you would have, right?
I would.
Yeah. Jeez. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I'm playing Dorman Kettleborn. He is a gnome thief mage, specifically a militant wizard, illusionist, smuggler.
Excellent.
And he is level 3 in each.
Next up is Hobbs.
I am Jason Hobbs, and I am playing the Elven Wizard Elementalist, Elanion.
You're about to say Rilligo, weren't you?
Not Rilligo. No. I was going to pause and say something else like Earth. I was doing it in periods after each word, but
Shatner pronunciation, I think they call that.
I think you're right.
And last but not least is Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm playing Druin Axebrother. He is a level 3 fighter and specialty priest of Clangeddon Silverbeard. And yeah, moving on.
Nice.
Drinking water tonight. Oof.
Aww.
Well, I just got my coffee, so I am ready to roll here. So, guys, last session was a hell of an eventful one. What happened last time?
Let's see, we interacted with some ghosts that tried to kill us earlier. Got some blessings from them with the weapons we found in the cache. And then we got all big of ourselves and decided that, we're going to go kill the boss guy, 10,000-year-old demon. And I think he nearly killed 2 of us, and we took him down. Yeah.
What happened afterwards? In spite of, we had our first brain injury in the campaign. That's something.
Yes.
That is.
We had a
All
bunch
the
of
souls. Yeah.
Go ahead, Hobbs.
I was just helping you. I didn't know if you remembered or what. All the souls returned that that evil demon had killed, and basically thanked us, and maybe talked to someone at the end. I can't remember who.
You.
Oh. And then talked to me, and it was very important and memorable.
Clearly. I'm glad. I'm living in their last episode of 2 episodes ago in the podcast. I made a point of saying, like, if players don't remember stuff in the game, the world they only inhabit once every week or once every 2 weeks, don't worry if if they don't remember the particulars of what you introduced. It does hurt a little though. Hobbs, it's only a week.
I keep remembering, there's a lot of stuff that happened, and I have some notes, but the thing I remember the most is the leader of the ghosts basically telling us to find the ones who didn't. And I don't remember the guy. I thought we just looked at each other and then did some saluting, and that was it.
I think the last thing you heard was find them.
I thought the other guy said that.
Yeah. Okay. So our heroes are apart from Calidor is quite badly messed up, as is Rilligo. Rilligo does tend to play the role of the walking wounded a lot, though. So
he just takes one for the team all the time. That's his style,
Yeah, absolutely.
Throws himself in front of the train for everybody.
Steve, can I ask, why do you even own pilot goggles?
Kevin, there are some things I can't tell you about myself.
Those are top secret.
Oh my God.
These are bush goggles, and I have them as part of my safety package. So in case I have to leave town really quickly and go live in the woods, which is possible for any of us right now,
Yeah.
then I have my escape bag, and so this is just my woodland
So this is
goggles.
your fuck off bag includes goggles.
Yes.
I'm assuming it doesn't
Absolutely.
include a plane.
Eye protection. No plane, unfortunately. No. Yeah.
God, Steve, like, you know, it would almost be worth risking infection to see you wandering around with that and a bandana on right now.
What about a staff and a robe? A bandana, a staff and a robe, and these goggles, and I'm just handing out free advice. I have a sign on my front chest that says free advice.
Jesus. So, yeah.
Free philosophy.
All right. So
Now I see why you make every Saturday night game or Friday night game. I mean, sorry, just kidding.
Okay. So then guys, in the aftermath of this, I mean, Bergour was quite badly hurt as well too. Perhaps so badly hurt that we're not actually going to hear from him tonight. But what's going to happen next? The glow of that fountain that had transformed into that bubbling pool of like liquid or blood or ichor of some kind, that is gone. The pool of blood that Riligo bravely charged through to try and make use of his spear. Oh yeah, you guys also got a hell of a lot of loot last session.
Yeah,
we did,
so
yes.
that part you guys kind of glossed over a bit. Not only did the ghostly figure identify all the items as we came into the room, we were then seemed like not possessed, but like took on the essence of these ancient warriors, which also healed us and allowed us to, recast spells and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Something about taking over the watch.
Yeah. So then, what happens next, guys? It's a bit of that thing's body, after it fell to the ground, it very shortly dissolved into that same oily, like glowing kind of mist or smoke that the terror hounds had likewise sort of disappeared into. So there's almost as if there's no trace apart from the vicious wounds that Calidor, Bergour, and Riligo suffered as a result of facing this thing.
Did it leave anything behind, like that fancy staff it had?
I did not.
No.
You'd really want to pick up a 10,000-year-old demon staff when I want to cause problems for your character. I know
Riligo will.
precisely how to do this now.
Druin is going to wrap his a free hand around his holy symbol and allow the silver light of Clangadin to envelop him before he goes over and gives Calidor a cure moderate wounds.
Ooh.
Nice.
That first casting of this, too.
And not
He's
so
invisible.
good. But, oh, he's invisible. That's right. I can't. I'd have to roll it to hit.
How do I uninvisible myself?
Just perform an
You just-
action, like attack the wall.
Attack
Punch
Dorman.
Norman.
Dorman. Don't punch Dorman.
Punch Dorman for turning you invisible. I'm like, Druin's like, oh, where are you, Calidor?
I'm here, and I'll grab hold of you so you can tell where I am.
Okay, well, 4 points.
I
from
could
that.
technically still use this invisibility spell to help get us out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you go and, grab onto Druin, he'll at least know where you are and he'll be able to.
Yeah. Put his
And then that doesn't look like it did a whole lot, though. So, how about a.
Dorman's plan was to have Calidor swipe at the thing from invisibility, but
Did you already add the.
Arlen
Did
killed it.
you already add the 4 points?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It was a 1.
Here's a
I
cure
was at a
light.
single digit. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone breathing really heavy. It was like, wow.
My nose is a little plugged. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what is happening?
So then, Hurlgo, you don't want any healing then?
Riligo will take some healing if it's available.
Okay.
Who did they... Oh, the Cure Light was for... Oh, nice.
Cure mod and the cure light. So 10 points to Calidor and 3 to Hurlgo. And I'll keep 1 spell in case we get into trouble.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
I still have burning hands. By way, FYI.
God help you all.
let's. I think we should return for the treasure in that door in the shrine, and then figure out how to get all this stuff back to town.
Yeah.
Well, I could use my invisibility to climb down into the valley with a rope and tie it to the other end of the rope bridge if we want to try and pull it back up.
The
Assuming the
dogs
dog-
can still smell you, but yeah.
Assuming the dogs are still there.
Yeah,
I
they might be gone now that the...
The hound is not.
Should we check on the ghost guys, or are we sure they're gone?
Let's take a look.
Because there was
We
something
vanquished
funny
the
about a
bad
door
guys.
down there, right?
Oh, one at a time, guys.
There was something funny about a door down here, wasn't there? Or,
Yeah. I think
There
this
is.
is where the
Druin can
statue
tell you
of
there's
my
a
dad-
door right there.
Yeah.
Really?
But
And
Drew's
what is
gonna look
on-
at the statues?
Sure. So what's on the wall there is, rather than a depiction or a statue of an elf of some kind, there is rather than a statue of an elf, there is like a carved icon into the wall of an elf. And this looks like, to be honest, where the other ones were wearing armor and bearing a shield, this one is dressed in robes, and it has a bald head, a beard, and it seems to hold a staff that is crested by some kind of gem of some kind. Some kind of gem of some kind. This is the quality DMing that you guys show up for every Friday night. Good lord. So, what do you do?
Where's Calidor?
Calidor.
He's invisible. What do you mean? Can't you see him?
Oh,
I can smell him.
Oh, were you moving? I was behind my character sheet.
Yeah. If Druin tells me there's a door there, I'll look to see if there's a way to open it.
Which way did you go?
We went.
I'm just examining the statues to see if anything's changed about them. Or not the statues, but the figures.
So, you can tell that there is a secret door there. You just don't know how to open it yet, guys. Hold on, I need to get my dice. I forgot. I have not unpacked my dice.
Yeah. And before I do attempt to open it, I want to look for traps.
And my new way of securing my dice? my pride bow tie. I didn't have any elastic bands left to secure it before I moved, so but I found this in the back of my office. All right.
Nice.
excellent repurposing, Kevin.
Heck yeah. They say mother is the necessity of all inventions. Just call me Ma.
No, it's boredom.
No, I've been pulling up plenty bored and come up with very little cool things. So, all right, here we go. Actually, that's not true. You guys keep me plenty occupied. So, here we go. What is your find traps? No, find traps. What is it? What's the ability I'm thinking of here?
I'm going to stand behind this statue so that I'm diametrically opposite from Dormant and the blast radius.
Good call.
Dorman's at full hit points. He feels invincible at the moment. So.
We all back off.
Okay, let's see
I don't
here.
think there's a specific thief skill.
No,
for
there
that,
isn't. Okay, so what was it? Well, you said you were positioning yourself there. What is it you're trying to do?
Well, I'm trying to locate if I can see the door there, and if I can locate a door, I'm going to look for traps.
If Dorman or if Druin points it out to you, then yeah. And you're, oh dang it, I don't know where I put my. I haven't got my post-its back up yet with all your things in it.
Oh, find traps is 45.
45. Thank you very much. Okay. As far as you can tell, there are no traps on that door.
Looks clear. I'm going to try and open it.
So the other thing's opened by speaking the name Chevrosh. Who do we think is a wizardly patron of the elves?
Good question. Let's see.
Ogma? No?
No. Ogma, it would be the kind of like generic one. Just give me a sec.
Well, this obviously.
I
would be
appreciate you
accurate
making
if
me
you don't know.
make good use of the library already there, Hobbs. It's almost as if we planned it.
How is your new wizard's library there? Yeah.
New library is half. I've got about half the collection unpacked. I got half filling a closet. So like when I will be found, if I don't show up for a session, check the obituaries to see if you find me under a pile of about 500 books, 500 pounds of books. But great, yeah. I'm really happy with the new setup. Okay, Although I had to redo, if I look a little washed out tonight, it's because I had to redo the lighting and I haven't quite perfected it yet.
Yeah, because everyone in Canada is looking so well sunned right now.
I don't know, I fell asleep in the sun 2 days ago.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. With the new backyard, fuck, we moved in and I went for a nap.
Did you not have a backyard at your other place?
We did, but it was all stones. So it just wasn't quite, this one's just fantastic.
It looks nice, yeah.
My yard needs some maintenance. I got to mow it tomorrow.
So here's someone who actually might, Erevan Ilisere. He is they, I guess, I can't, it's not an easy reference to gender one way or the other. They are known as the Trickster, the ever-shifting shape changer, the Jack of the Sealy Court. Erevan Ilisere is how you pronounce it. That might be, someone who you could call to. There's a philosopher god, but that's not, doesn't sound like that's quite what you're looking for. That's feral elves, definitely not what you're looking for.
Where would Erevan fit in with the Chevroche and that age?
You mean during the like whether the god was around at the time of the fall of the elves?
Yeah,
it's a good question. Let's take a look here. Let's see. I think he is older than Chevroche. Yeah, because he... yeah, there actually isn't any discussion in here about what happened during the Elven Civil War. But I'm assuming that he is older. Just because of the things that he also has... sway over things like pixies, leprechauns, like fae creatures, and those things are older, if not the same age as elves. So I picture him being one of the older deities. So cool. That he may have had cachet at the time that this thing was built, as an actual god as opposed to Chevroche, who was on his ascent at the time. So what do you think? Does that help at all in planning?
Sure. It does. I don't know if that's really what it would be. It could probably just touch that gem or something, Dorman.
Well, I'm going to say the name first. Erevan Ilisere.
Okay. It echoes through the hall, and nothing happens.
Well,
though I think once that's actually mentioned, though, what you can likely see. No, you can't see that. Okay. So you're going to push the gem, you said?
Yes.
Well, you have to get someone to boost you up to get to it then.
I have the jumping skill.
So you're going to jump up and hammer your hand into it. Awesome.
Yes.
I like that rarely a session goes by without the threat of being poisoned. It's fantastic. Fortunately, however, this does not result in poisoning on your part. Although, I mean... I don't think you can even jump because you're how tall are you? 3 feet?
I'm where is it? 3'8".
3'8" because it's the top of a staff, so like you can't running jump your full body height, right?
Get a running jump off the wall and click it.
So you guys see this going on. This gnomish parkour takes up about 5-10 minutes, and then finally Elanion. I get Elanion and Calidor and Rilligo. You guys are all tall enough to actually touch the thing that Dorman keeps trying to get to.
I refuse to ask for help.
No parkour.
Here, you know what? Hold on. Let's give me a climbing roll. No, thieves can climb things that no one else can. Maybe this is an easy way to make you look cool, get you a little XP for your skill.
Climbing.
Maybe you grab on the wrong thing and it propels you backwards into a statue. Who knows?
I have a 70 and climb walls. It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Good point.
So actually, you're gonna have -20 on it just because there's no handholds.
Okay.
-20?
Yeah, but he's able to do it. No problem. Nice. So you clamber up and then you know, there isn't any of this jumping, you know, stuff. You're easily able to kind of, scamper up the wall. You hit the thing, and you hear this shifting, and something is revealed, which I will do now.
Okay.
I will commence with revealing.
Really go play some suspense music.
Nice. Okay, so that is what's revealed. There is a passageway leading ahead, and it appears to have two different junctions leading away. One leads north after about 30 feet, or about 15 feet, and then another after about 25 feet.
Is there like a rush of air once it's opened, or
No.
it's already been pressurized? Let's go on in.
Pressurized. It's not an airlock.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes when you open a new passage, air can get through easier.
No, he's not wrong about that. Yeah.
I know, I'm
Dorman's gonna look at that floor and see if it's been traveled recently. Or it looks-
As far as you can tell, there are no steps in here. It's just there's a layer of dust.
Okay. Dorman turns back and says, "It looks like there's been no traffic in here for ages."
Dorman, you can smell something too. Oh,
Gosh darn it, really go.
yeah.
Sorry.
Stagnant water?
Okay.
Yeah, there's water in here.
Looks up at the ceiling just because he's paranoid, and he like steps in and then steps out real quick. See if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay, and he's like, "Well, I don't see any damn goblin traps. That's a bonus." And he's like, "Okay." Then I dance forward and back again in another square.
Okay.
Anything happen?
Nothing.
Okay. And I try one more time before I get spooked.
Okay. What you can actually see is that passageway to the north continues on for, it appears, about 25 feet. And then there is an unadorned door that's on there. But it looks a little different from the others in the sense that it is warped.
Warped?
Yeah, like it's...
Like a weight just bear down on it and twisted it?
No, it's as if it... I don't know. It... I mean, you're not a craftsman, so
Moisture.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can really guess one way or tell one way or the other what's caused it, but it just like, instead of the straight boards and whatnot, it just is warped a little bit.
Okay. So it's a wooden door.
Yes, and it's very much like the other doors you have seen, only this one. Elanion, you see the same thing at the end of the hallway there, looking north, and it is, again, a warped door.
You just want to walk ahead of the thief. Okay. If you get blown up, it's not my fault this time.
Does the
Turn waves
water
just
smell stronger one hallway or the other?
It's let's see here. I gotta get color-coded dice here. Let's see here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which doesn't really matter for this. You're all gonna die anyway. I mean, I can just track this. Okay.
Well, note Calidor's not quite in this death hallway.
Yeah. Dorman and Rilligo, you guys are walking along and you stop and... Do you hear dripping?
I hear you dripping.
Yeah, there's a drop. A drop from somewhere up north.
Oh, I hate that noise.
Hey, Calidor. You find something to put in that doorway in case the door slams shut and we get flooded? Keep it open?
Okay. I'll look around for something.
Start moving north a little bit.
As far as you can tell, it's an empty room with statues in it. There's nothing that's readily apparent. Your giant pile of treasure you're lugging around, maybe you could stuff that in the doorway, but precious metals aren't really known for absorbing impact all that well. Neither are precious stones, for that matter.
Thinking tricksy elves flood the tunnels and I don't want to drown. That's a horrible way to go.
It seems like...
Turn goes back to put a python in the...
Yeah. Underground, flooding water is
Yeah,
a real
I don't have
danger.
anything.
Okay.
Bang,
So you-
bang, bang, bang,
Excellent.
bang, bang.
Nice. So that is in the doorway. All right. So, Dorman, you can see that, there's that doorway ahead of you.
Is the dripping sounding louder as I go forward?
It is not enormously. It's really just in one of the silences between when everyone was talking. You and Roligo could both hear that faintly from behind the door.
I'm going closer, guys.
Do it.
Okay, and look at the door. If there's any vulnerable spots.
Okay. Does what have any vulnerable spot?
The door. Like, does it look rotted in areas or just warped?
No, just warped.
Hmm.
Although it is, there is very little space on the frame of this thing. This thing seems so swollen to fill up whatever the area was that occupied the space in the frame where the door was set before.
Are there any visible hinges on this side, or does it open inwards?
No, it opens out towards you,
Okay.
but it's pretty swollen.
Hmm.
The rest of you guys, what are you guys doing? Where am I here? So, Elanion, you've seen Dorman go down, and then you can see to the north, it dog legs to the left.
Druin's ready to catch Dorman when he goes swishing by in the water.
Okay. Hobbs, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I asked if Druin wanted to open the door.
I thought Dorman was going to open the door. If there's a giant rush of water, I'll grab him when he goes by.
I think it's wedged. It's swollen shut.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hack it open, man.
I mean, we could go around it and see if there's another
I'll
way.
just bust it open.
What's your strength again, Druin?
Lots. 17.
Lots. 17. Oh man, that is lots. So
I wasn't wrong. I just wasn't very accurate.
give us a D. If you're just going to try and open the door, give us a D20 roll. So you slam your shoulder into this thing. First off, do you want to spend Astonishing Fortune to re-roll that? You need to roll 10 or less with your strength.
Oh, no.
Nope.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Pull up my axe.
Okay. All right. So then the, let's see here. Yeah, you slam your body against the door and it doesn't even budge. This thing is like you remember the construction of these damn doors from upstairs when you tried to hack through one too. Like it took forever.
Yeah.
You add in the fact that this is now swollen with moisture. Fuck. Good luck getting this thing open without cutting your way through it.
We can try to go around.
Try the other door, maybe?
Yeah, there's no other door, but maybe we can go around.
There's no other door? Oh. You mean like, there's a door here.
Okay.
Hey, Dorman, there's a door.
Okay, come and look at it.
Do your thing.
Yeah, doorman.
There is indeed a door.
Seems likewise swollen with moisture.
Same open towards us in here.
Same thing, yeah. And you can hear the sound of that dripping even louder.
Uh-oh.
Look for traps just around it, just to make sure.
Okay.
Things that are swollen with moisture might just explode.
Roligo carefully trains his eye on a potentially exploding door. I think that's a standard action. As far as you can tell, Dorman, there's no traps, or there is no trap on this door.
Dorman looks back to June and shrugs and says, "Looks like the only way through is hacking through it like the other one."
I do not think we should fear. The Stone Shaper's treasure is ours as the last remaining watch. So
Sounds reasonable.
do not fear for we are not tomb robbers, but we are the chosen few.
We are the chosen.
Nice, Morpheus.
Getting to the lead.
I can't remember if I took the red pill or the blue pill, but either way, we take them both.
I took them both.
Twice.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Open the door.
Okay, Druin, give us a roll.
Oh.
Nice. Boom! This door bursts open. let's see here. Revealing this.
There's a pool of water.
This appears to be, it actually goes down, so it goes in a bit, and then you can see massive cracks as if like some tectonic event happened and collapsed most of this chamber. What you're looking at straight ahead to the north there, Dave, is the jagged remnants of stone and whatever, and the ceiling that survived whatever, collapse occurred here. There's cracks leading up to the edge of the water, and you can hear careful dripping, or a steady dripping that's occurring at the end of this thing. Dave, would you give me a D10 roll too, please?
I was going to say, it's a dwarven ability. Can I figure out if there's where the water is going or coming from, like with knowing exits and?
Oh yeah, you would guess because there's water coming in and you can't see anything going out. You're guessing it's a subterranean thing. Just remembering how, is it you or Bergour has a thing that tells you how far down you are?
We both do. That's an innate dwarven ability.
Oh, is it? Okay, so yeah, I mean you're
I
still
can do that too.
You're still well above. You guys also. Oh, there's some magic item you guys have that tells you the fastest way to get to.
Oh, that'd be my trusty magic dagger.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sword.
Yeah. So I mean, your short sword is telling you, Dorman, that the fastest, like the way out, is the way you guys came in.
Okay.
And Druin, you can just tell because of how far down you've come so far. You're still not at. You've only gone down maybe about 30 feet, and this thing was 80 feet above the surface.
So there's still a good chunk of land between us and even the ground level where the dogs are running around.
Well, exactly, and perhaps more to this complex than you realize as well, too, because this is collapsed down in here. However, I got you to roll for surprise to see if you were going to be surprised. Unfortunately, you are not, which means you're not flat-footed, and you do react when you see...
That typical beasts come back.
Something like that. You see this muddy tendril comes snatching out of the water. Two of them snatch out of the water. One snaps and you're able to get back, Druin. Unfortunately, the other one wraps itself around you, and you are grappled right now. You are pulled 5 feet forward, and you take a little bit of an effect here. Hold on. The effect is... Oof. Okay.
Just leave.
4 points of damage. DR will not apply against that. And you lose 1 point of strength. You can feel this thing sapping away at your very life force. Your heart was beating, from having smashed through that door. Guys, let's everyone roll some initiative.
Were we surprised?
You were not surprised, no.
So we didn't get initiative.
Well,
first.
you have any of you who's not Druin, you guys would not have seen it. I just want to know whether Druin was surprised by it. You guys can't see what's going on, so consider yourselves warned now.
Mapped out of there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then Druin is currently wrapped by these things, and
I get to retaliate?
You do not. I was rolling to see this thing ambushed you. I wanted to roll surprise, see whether you're going to be have a lower AC because you were caught by surprise. So here we go. What I need us here. So Dave, you're on the roll here. Let's have you roll initiative. Everyone figure out what you want to do this round. We're on round 1. Ooh, beat my 1. Starting off rolling right in the new place. 6. Oof. So I am on a 6.
So can I attack the thing that's grabbed me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is it because you said I was grappled, so do I have to roll an opposed grapple check, or can I attack it, or?
You can attack it. You can also try and break free, but...
Yeah, I think I'll just attack it.
Okay.
It's probably going to pull me into the water, but...
Dwarves are legendary swimmers, I hear. especially when they're wearing metal armor.
Split mail. Yeah.
Yeah, I do really love the D&D rules for swimming in heavy armor. You don't. You sink.
Glug glug.
Yeah.
Glug glug.
If you're wearing metal armor, you sink. Full stop.
I think the 2 words are glug glug.
Yeah. Nice. Oh boy, a fate worse than death. Okay, so then I am up on a 6. So we got that one that is currently around you is gonna drag you in. You're waist deep right now, Druin, and you. I won't do damage because it pulled you in, but you do lose another point of strength temporarily. So you're at 15 strength right now. And then this other tendril tries to get you. Misses again. So you're thrashing around with your axes is keeping this thing at bay. Next up is Dorman Kettleborn. What are you doing, Dorman?
Dorman's going to bravely run in, draw out his magic short sword, and try to slash at the things grappling Druin. Cut him free.
Okay, I'm gonna lower its AC just a little bit because of you're trying to have to like attack around a corner to get to him effectively.
Oh, well, I'm stepping up to do it. I'm moving in.
No, but like look where are you moving into the water?
Oh no, right where I am on the map. I want to.
Right, so picture where this thing is on the far side of him effectively, right?
Oh, I didn't see it. So.
Well, I mean, like it's pulling him into the water, so.
Oh, so it's over here.
It would be somewhere in there, yeah.
Okay.
All you can see right now are tendrils.
Okay. Well, I want to attack those, whatever it is.
Okay.
So.
Go right ahead.
Okay, magic short sword.
Come on, Nat 1, hit him. The darkness, attack the darkness, exactly. AC 8 is not good enough. Okay.
Can I finish my movement? Oh, no, I can only move 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, next up is Rilgo. What are you doing?
Rilgo is going to hurdle.
As a reminder, anyone who's behind probably doesn't know what's happened. Elanion probably saw what happened, but Rilgo and Caldor, you guys have not seen what actually happened here. You just know that Druin was screaming out.
Rilgo runs in to pass the door here and then calls out what he sees to the rest of the gang so they know what's up.
Okay, so you can see that there are these like muddy tendrils, and it seems to be actually made out of mud and rock that are wrapped around Druin and dragging him in.
Oh my gosh! Go ahead.
Yeah. So he just screams, "Oh God, no!
Oh God!
Jesus, this is terrible! Don't see this." Next is Elanion and Caldor. What are you guys doing? Elanion, you go first because you're probably the one who can see it, or saw what happened at least.
Well, I guess I want to look to see what's happening at first. I guess maybe.
Yeah, Druin's about up to his waist right now. I mean, pulled in, it seems.
I mean, I have my bow out. I can't see anything to shoot, I'm assuming.
Not really. I mean, you'd be firing into melee, but there's those. You could try and like fire an arrow carefully enough to hit the tendril and not Druin. And there is one tendril that has not actually wrapped around him right now and still kind of whipping.
That sounds like a winner. I have the hiccups now, yes. Okay, I'm not scared enough, Kevin.
Sorry.
I clearly don't have hiccups.
Okay.
What the heck?
Do you want to shoot?
I do. I just realized I have 9,009. Oh, because I went over. I'm like, how did I get exactly 9999 XP? It's not that funny. Anyway, I am firing with my arrow.
Go right ahead.
Is this supposed to be a -3?
I'll include it in its AC. Oh no, you did the -3. Yeah.
Too late.
Too late. So an 11. Well, it doesn't hit one of your allies, so there's that.
That's good.
You know. Okay, so you fire and it goes into the water. Then Caldor, what are you doing?
Well, he draws his bow and he comes into the room. He doesn't see anything.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Rilgo's just screaming. It seems. No, Rilgo. You can assume that what Rilgo's called out what you guys have seen. Okay, I think that's it for the round, guys. So we're on to round 2.
Do I get to go?
Dave, what's that?
Oh, Dave.
Does Druin get to go?
Druin. He hasn't gone yet.
Oh, Druin hasn't gone yet. Where's Druin? Oh, on a 13. Yeah, go ahead, Dave. Sorry. Go right ahead. Ooh, that's a big hit. Is your battle axe magic?
No.
Okay. I'm sure that won't have an effect.
You mean the attack won't have an effect, or the...
All right. So yeah, you hack into this thing, and it's what little you chip away of it. It's basically trying to cut through mud. Your battle axe does nothing really that you can tell. You can't tell the difference between being pre and post being hit. Do you have a second attack? Do you have a second weapon out?
I only had the one because I was over the door. So
okay. Okay, so then we are on to round 2 then, guys. Dave, we thank you for your service as initiative roller. You will no doubt go down in history as one of the greats. Next up is Jeffrey. Beat my 7, please.
All right.
Hey, nice. So I'm acting on a 12.
6, actually.
Oh, 6 for you? Okay.
I don't actually like. Are they around the corner?
Yeah.
I don't
drag it into the damn water.
I don't remember what the speed factor of the ring is. 4?
The ring was a 4 or a 5, I think. Oh, the ring of shooting stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in DMG. Give me a sec here. If not, I got the magic item compendium behind me too. So let's see here. Ring. I think it's 5. Yeah, definitely use electricity in the water.
Can't wait.
Take this plugged-in toaster, quick.
Oh, it might kill the creature.
Casting time is 5.
Thank you.
See this? Steel trap. More like 2 soggy pieces of bread.
It used to be.
Okay. So what does everyone else do in this round? I've only got one person's initiative in there.
No.
And remember, you would have had to decide before we rolled initiative too. So if it's just hang around, and maybe that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, basically, I'm at the back of a train.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Not for long.
Okay. All right. So then it looks like
And the water, it's only 3 feet deep where I am.
Where you are, but it's definitely it's slanted down.
Okay.
What are you doing?
And the tentacles.
Waiting until something happens. I don't know. Do nothing.
Okay.
The tentacles are sort of all around there.
One of them is up in the air, and one of them is wrapped around Druin, pulling him into the water.
Okay.
Who am I missing here right now? Oh, Calidor.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so then Dorman, what are you doing?
Dorman is using his full move of 4 squares to go down and past Calidor and says, "I freed room up. Go hit it."
Okay. Elanion and Rilligo, you guys are up next.
So Elanion points with his ring of the shooting stars, and a vaguely man shape of light appears, and then marches past everyone and into the water, so he can light up the area.
Oh.
Okay. So what
dancing lights.
Oh, nice. Okay. So what you can see ahead of you, and unfortunately, Druin, maybe you wish you didn't see this, is there is a form underneath there that appears to have it's sort of like a cephalopod kind of looking, with a massive body with 10 jet black eyes. And they seem to be little circles that have a dull kind of finish to it. And the 2 tentacles are pulling you in. There doesn't appear to be a maw, and it seems to be made of the same rocky substance that you are. Then it is Rilligo. What were you doing?
Rilligo. Well, okay. Rilligo is going to use his spear to cast the augury of the Herald of the Ages and give everyone +1 on their
Nice
attack. Yes.
Excellent. So you guys get +1 to your attacks. Next up is this thing. Druin, you are pulled, and you are under. Glug, 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 glug.
Oh, shit.
And you're pulled closer to this thing's eyes. It's just bringing you in. And you think you can see its body is sort of like there's a fissure that runs along it and kind of opens a bit. Bubbles come out. And it seems to be pulling you down to kind of encase you within. You also lose 1 point of strength. And then, Rilligo, this thing's, the other tentacle turns on you. Your AC is quite low right now, isn't it?
It is a 1. That is correct. It is
It's
nice
a
and
1.
low.
Yeah.
Killing it right now.
Okay, so this it lashes out at you and misses. Whew. You duck underneath this thing. It hits the side of the hallway and leaves this sort of muddy smear on it. You can see also that it is bits of rock that are in there too. It's like a core of mud with little bits of stone in there as well too, jagged bits too. Okay, so then.
Druin's gone. Run for it.
Druin, your turn. What are you doing?
Can I change weapons and take a penalty to my time or something? 'Cause I'm assuming that as I'm being pulled in, my axe is no longer useful.
You can still use your axe. It's just so let's talk about underwater combat because
I was thinking
I think it's the first time
swinging your
we've had
arm
this.
swinging your arm is not. You can, as you do it, you can feel it resisting. He was thinking he'll just draw that two-handed sword. He'll let his axe go into the water and draw the two-handed sword, and while it's pulling me in, he'll just push the two-handed sword in like a spear.
Okay, so here it is. Surface dwellers suffer -4 to their attack rolls due to the slowness of their movements underwater.
Right.
You add 4 to all initiative rolls in hand-to-hand combat. But that doesn't apply to missile fire or spellcasting. There is light down there, so fortunately you have or perhaps unfortunately, you have your full view of what's actually happening. And give me a sec here. Holding breath is for those listening at home, forgive us for having to look up. These are one of those rules that we use rarely. Although, probably a more professional DM would have looked this shit up beforehand. But this gives you the authentic at-the-table experience of your ill-prepared dungeon master. Holding your breath. You can hold your breath for up to so a number of minutes equal to 1/3 of your constitution rounding up. So what is your constitution?
16 con.
16 con is a 5. 6 is rounded up. You can hold your breath for 6 minutes.
Okay.
Decent.
I also know that my axe didn't do much, so I was gonna.
You know what? I'm gonna. This is probably not realistic for the length of time, but it's a number of rounds equal to 1/3, and the rounds in this are a minute versus the other one. So I'm just going to use rounds. It's probably shorter than what you could in actual life, but I think for game balance, that's why they've got it that way. If you're exerting yourself, that's halved. So right now, you can hold your breath for 1/3, so for 6 rounds or 3 rounds of exerting yourself. After that, you make a con check each round. No modifier in the first one, but each round afterwards, you suffer a -2. If you fail, you drown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even if I don't get to attack this round, Druin is letting go of his hand axe or his battle axe.
You can, yeah. I'll let you let go and draw it. That's fine. You have so many. You have so many.
That
Go ahead.
Two-handed sword.
Ooh. Okay.
Because for him carrying
I'll give you a minus.
It's like a giant spear, so he's just gonna, even if he has to swim down towards the creature, he's not gonna attack the tentacles. He's gonna try and get to the creature and stab it with two-handed sword.
For changing weapons, I'm gonna give you a -2, which is usually what I give when you change actions. But then you also have the -4 for being underwater, so it's a -6 in total to this attack.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of attack that makes heroes. So let's see. Come on.
makes or breaks heroes.
You said break. You said break.
Okay, so what am I putting here? -6.
-6 to the attack roll, please.
Not 16. -6.
So I messed up, Kevin.
Uh-oh, what'd you do, Hobbs?
Since we're underground and not outside, I can't actually cast. I can't
Dancing
cast
lights?
the dancing lights,
Okay.
but it could be fairy fire. Is that
Oh,
all right
no.
with fairy-
Okay. Fairy fire? On who?
I'll
on,
use
on this thing?
on the
Fortune.
creature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Then that's what it is. There's this same nimbus of light around it. Hey,
I'll use Astonishing Fortune on Ruvar two-handed one.
you got.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
So I think you get a +2 as well
Because of the
because
fairy
of the
fire.
fairy fire.
Oh, you know what? You only have a -5 then because of Steve's thing too.
Yeah.
So you got plus. So actually, it's a -3 is your penalty. I mean, that's still that first attack still wouldn't have hit, but. So we see Druin being dragged under here, pulls out that massive thing, swings
So
Whoa.
wing
and
There's
hits.
a 16.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Is it a large creature?
It is a large creature.
Oh boy.
36.
Yeah, big hit. Ooh! Oh! Massive
son.
hit on this thing. So,
A magic one.
in spite of your reduced strength, in spite of being underwater, in spite of this not being a favored weapon, you still manage to strike this thing. As you cleave through, you can see that slightly more than half of its eyes drop out. And as they drop to the ground, your dwarven vision definitely has an eye for this. They're black opals. They're stones.
Mm.
And I don't want to get you too excited because you got to breathe still.
Yeah, I just cut my my breathing in half. But
Yeah. But
Does it release?
black opals are usually valued between about 800 and 1,000 gold each.
What's up?
So you hit this one. All right, so that was Druin at the end of the round. Does anyone have second? This is a favorite attack round. Does anyone have a second attack this round? Calidor is still trying to figure out, an opening here.
He's got one.
You can move yourself if you want, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Since
Like, I think you saw also from where you were.
moved out of the way.
Well, and also you saw Rilgo duck underneath this massive tentacle that struck at him.
Well, Calidor's still invisible, so he's got an edge at the moment.
Okay.
Can I see Dorman's under the water?
He's underwater, yeah.
Druin's under the water.
Druin's underwater.
Oh, sorry, Druin. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Druin, you're down to two. You have 2 more rounds of air before you start having to make breath checks. That's the end
I
of round.
thought he had 6 rounds.
No.
But
He has
that's-
3 because he's exerting himself.
Oh, gotcha.
So he just used up one of his rounds. Guys, we're on round 3. Let's see here. So then, Calidor, or Jeffrey, your initiative's passing to you, or did
Yeah,
you
no,
roll
I
last?
won last round. Yeah, I
One
won.
last round. Great. Okay. Then Jeffrey beat my 9. 9. Come on, Kev. What the fuck?
Noin.
There you go. All right. Let's see. No 10s.
Is deciding. Hello?
It's thinking very hard. That's
It
good
says
of
on the screen, rolling the dice.
it. 8. Nice. You're
off
keeping
the
it
table.
tense. I'm on a 14, guys.
8, 14,
Nice.
13.
Okay.
Oh, why did I do that? No, don't go back. Where's my... So two-handed sword is 10, but this is a +1 two-handed sword, so it's 9.
You also get +1 till my next turn, which is on 13.
Okay.
Really good. May have to blow off the old burning hands here. It may happen.
You're not going to hit in something in water with that.
Oh my god, I love the idea of the steam that's going to come back.
Yes.
Steve's-
Frodo turns the place into a steam room, and everybody takes 15 points of steam damage.
Rilgo manages to burn the first 5 layers of his skin off his face. Oh shit. Oh god. Why do I ever prepare this spell? It's the worst.
I'm
so
What's the wand of burdening? What is that? What's that?
that's the thing that adds 200 pounds of encumbrance.
What? No. What? how fast, or I mean, how?
Oh,
yeah, what's
You
the
gonna
speed factor?
sink me like a stone?
A wand is.
Use it on Druin, and he'll sink like a stone.
Yeah, 200 at 400 pounds of weight on him.
The
He's
creature
not
will
dying
never be
fast
able to
enough.
hold him in.
Yeah, it's a mercy to him, honestly. Okay. I think wands are like a 3, but let me double. Oh, I had it right here. Here we go. Wands, a 3. This is the useless shit that I sit around reading. So. Oh my god. Okay. Keeping the master in Dungeon Master here. Dorman, you're up first.
Dorman is basically casting his last invisibility on himself.
Okay. Nice. All right, then, Elanion, what are you doing?
I'm gonna blast these. We can still see the tendrils, right?
There's one that's up still, yes.
I'm gonna shoot it with my wand of burning.
Okay. So it gets a save. Oh, actually, first I have magic resistance. Because I love me magic resistance. So the magic does take hold, but it gets a save. Whew. It does not appear to have affected it. This grayish beam shoots out from it, hits the thing definitely, and it kind of goes down and undulates for a moment, but then it lashes back out. It's going to try and hit Calidor again. But Calidor, you get to act first. You are faster.
No, it can't see me.
Oh yeah, right. You're oh, so it's gonna be a Rilligo.
After I attack it, I'll be able to see me.
Yeah. So Calidor, you're up first though, before Rilligo at 12.
Oh,
what are you
okay.
doing?
Well, can I? So I see.
So the square ahead of you.
I see the tentacle that is in.
There's one that's up, and you can see Druin is fully submerged underwater right now.
Okay.
Though he is fairly short, though, so it doesn't take much.
Water.
Yeah. Like the square ahead of you is about 2.5 feet deep. The square ahead of that is about 6.5 or 7 feet deep, and then the square ahead of that may be deeper. As I said,
And
this complex.
the tentacle is in the square in front of me, the one that's about to attack Rilligo?
Yes, it extends all the way out from just ahead of where Druin is, all the way up towards where you and Rilligo are.
Okay, I think I'm going to attempt to chop it off.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do I have +1 from Rilligo's thing?
You do, yeah.
You get a +2 from the fairy fire as well.
Oh my
That's
God.
not great.
I rolled a 2.
Do you want Astonishing Fortune then?
Yes.
Yeah, let's kill this thing.
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah, let's do it. Druin needs help.
Okay. Oh, and Druin, last turn you would have lost another point of strength as well, so you're down to a 14 right now.
Down to 13 then.
Ugh.
4.
Okay. 4 is a hit. It seems to be unaware of you too, so it does leave it itself open to your attack. That is a big hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof. You sever the tentacle. And what drops to the ground is just lifeless mud and stone.
Oh.
Drops down as if it was like a trough that was stretching out. Then it is Rilligo. What are you doing?
Is this some kind of mud golem or something?
I don't think we know, but...
No, I don't
but
know.
he's-
That's what I'm.
But Elanion's an earth elemental, so he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Right.
It does see. I mean, that's what you would suspect, Elanion. This is somehow animating the earthen stone that actually like lays underneath this water.
Can I counter it somehow?
I don't think you can think of a way. No, it's not like a turn, elemental. What you can guess is that if this thing is enchanted by magic, it may require magic to defeat it. So that may explain why Druin's axe is doing fuck all, or was.
They didn't tell us what the Wand of Earth was, did he?
Nope. Rilligo, What are you doing?
Where to go? Is that tentacle around for me to swipe at?
Nope.
Okay. Then Rilligo will once again cry to the sky and give everyone a +1 bonus and stay more or less out of the way.
So Rilligo has started screaming as soon as he saw this, and he keeps on screaming. It's just a little more melodic.
Now it's going to motivate you guys. So.
Yeah, exactly. Stops, take a breath, and then okay.
I just want to see if that worked. All right.
Doesn't.
No, yeah, Steve, please don't.
Okay. So.
That's me going to sleep.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So let's maybe not fuck around with that anymore.
All right.
All right. So next is actually the creature. So Druin, you are pulled in to this thing's open kind of body, and then it swallows in on you. It doesn't crush you or anything like that, but you actually lose 2 points of strength this round.
Jeez.
And you are still holding your breath. Now, and this is full on encased, so you're not going to have an opportunity to use that sword. Next will be Druin, actually, I guess. So Druin, what are you going to do? You can try and escape this thing if you like.
Okay. So did I lose the sword, or
No. It's just that you've lost like the.
there's no room to swing it, kind of thing?
Exactly.
Okay. Shit. I don't know if I have the strength to do that. I'm down to 11 strength right now. So.
Oh shit.
Can I just judging how I went in, can I just plunge the sword up into the creature and hope?
The thing is, because you're encased, you've got no leverage.
But that's just it. If I'm encased, I could push off with my feet. Like, if
Okay.
I'm.
No. You're completely encased in earth right now.
Oh,
Right. So you've got no.
Earth.
It's not like you're you're like inside a living creature or something like that. It's just. It's like you've been buried alive by this thing swallowing you.
Okay. Then.
Struggle.
Could I see what
Yeah.
happened, Jeff?
Definitely. Yeah.
Try
Unfortunately,
to break out, then I guess, if that's the only option. It's the only option.
really at this point, it is. You haven't. You've been trying to hit it instead of like fighting against it, which is why it's been able to pull you all the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and your strength is a 12 right now.
11.
11 right now. Shit. Okay. So, give me a D20 roll, please.
Am I going high or low?
You want low.
We got 3 points left.
You want astonishing fortune that?
Guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
Well, yeah, we don't want you to die, so.
Other end of the spectrum here. Come on. Come on. Big money. Oh, no.
Negative.
So that's one more round left of holding breath until we start rolling. Checks. Okay. So I'm trying to find what drowning is here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Then it is... I think that's the... Oh, then it's Druin. Druin's gone.
Did you say this thing is made of stone?
Earth, yeah, mud and rocks. Okay, guys, we are on to round 4. Jeffrey, you're still king of initiative.
Kev,
Yeah.
if I had to... Druin's underwater, and he
Yeah.
knows that there's a verbal component to a spell. That's like expending your breath, right? To say
I don't think we looked this up before. I don't think you can actually do the verbal component underwater. Let me double check that. but I seem to remember that because of if it's got a verbal component, you can't. Oh, hold on. Actually, I don't remember. I remember looking it up, and now I'm having doubts.
Only thing I remember is we talked about the silent spell.
Right.
Okay. Okay. There's plenty of talk about. Okay, this is not underwater. I think you can still vocalize. Like your mouth and throat aren't full, and there's talk about like what happens with a fireball and whatever else underwater and lightning bolt.
So it's kind of like mumbling in your mouth without expelling.
Exactly. That'll be good enough.
Okay.
If it has a somatic component to it, I'll make you make a strength check to be able to make the gestures that are necessary.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then it is, sorry, Jeff, you're still rolling initiative. Beat my 7, please. 5, nice. All right, I'm not until a 12.
So, sorry, Kev, I was trying to get you to describe what Calidor saw.
What you saw was that, the same thing as I've described for everyone else. It's an underwater...
No, like with what it did with Druin. You described it from Druin's perspective, but...
Well, you saw that Druin was pulled inside this thing, and it closed up on him. And you can see, yeah, and there's...
Like he's inside of it.
Yeah, he's inside the body. And the thing is, that seems to be like it's not a free-floating creature, now that you can see this thing, with Druin out of the way. It's like a cyst in the earth.
Like a boulder.
Yeah. And what seems to happen is the tentacle kind of goes inside, and then it grows out of its body as Druin has been sealed in. So there's another tentacle that is free, still underwater, but it's wriggling its way out towards you guys. Okay.
So I can see another tentacle now.
It's the same tentacle that that is now freed because Druin is in its body. But the way it looks is that it pulled him inside. It closed around him. There's that asymmetrical thing now, because you can see there's 6 or 7 of the stones were like knocked out of its mass, or its face, if you will. So there's still only a couple on one side. So it looks like Dorman is up first. Dorman, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to try and rush in there. I don't want my friend to be eaten. So it's like the run action, is that?
Remember, okay, let's try and keep ourselves in the head of where our characters are. Do you know that happened?
Well, I know that he was being pulled towards something, and I'm rushing in there to basically try to get in the water and start stabbing at it, but I'm hoping my invisibility helps a little bit. So.
Okay.
It'll be a turn away from now, but I'm...
Sure, yeah. Okay.
So I can move double my movement. So is he still in that same square?
He is. Yeah,
okay.
Calidor's still there.
So I'm going to try and get...
You can see something splashing in front of you, Calidor. Something splashing through the water.
Yeah.
Next, Elanion, what are you doing?
I'm going to...
Dorman,
probably
wait, whoa. You stop yourself right in front of Calidor.
Okay.
That's as far as you can go. You're diving into water.
I can't double move?
No, you ran and got into water. Water would significantly slow your movement.
Okay,
That's as far as you can go. Next is Elanion.
Elanion's gonna cast Fist of Stone.
Okay. Then it's Druin and Rilgo.
Rilgo?
Rilgo, it's a tight hallway there, and as tempted as Rilgo is by those tentacles, I think he's going to give everyone a +1 again. He's enjoying that particular maneuver.
Okay. Druin, what are you doing?
Druin's panicking because he's inside this rock creature, and then Rock Burst. He's going to try and cast Rock Burst on the creature. From
So what does Rock Burst do?
Well, it could damage me, but
does it have a somatic?
It's a verbal and somatic component. So I have to do a strength check.
Give us a strength. Your strength is still is it 12 or 11 right now?
11.
11
right now. Okay.
Oh,
nice. Yeah, so you can move your hands.
It allows the caster to make a boulder or rock pile explode suddenly, propelling shards in all directions.
Yep.
But it takes a d4 +1 points of damage per level of the caster. So
nice.
If
Go
he's
ahead
on
and-
the inside of it, would that just out from him?
How far does the burst go out?
Well, is radiant damage. So it gets a saving throw, I believe.
No, is it a burst that only affects one creature, or
No, it endangers all beings within 20 feet of the center of the affected rock.
so it's everyone in the hallway except for Elanion? Okay.
Yep.
So that means we get a saving throw too?
Yeah. So what's the saving
those
throw?
beings within 10 feet must make a saving throw versus spell for half damage.
Okay. So
Those beings within 10 to 20 feet distant who succeed are allowed.
So let's Dave first roll the damage.
That's
10
points.
Okay. So
So yeah, he just basically
so yeah,
channels
you
the power of
shatter this
Clangedin
thing.
to blow this thing up.
Yep,
Try
and it's destroyed. I do need Dorman failed a saving throw.
I'm gonna want
Calidor,
to save it.
Calidor and Rilligo, you need to make a saving throw versus spells, please.
I take
Okay,
10 points
yeah, I
of
just
damage.
wasn't sure what the throw was.
Sure.
Spell.
Those between 10 and 20 feet distant who succeed.
Okay, it looks like both failed. Elanion, you don't have to roll. You're around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rilligo, okay, so
There's
Anybody beyond 10 feet, Kev?
yep.
They can actually, if they succeed on the first one, then they can also get a second saving throw
No,
to avoid any
Let me
damage.
just stop you there. Everyone's failed. So
Okay.
so unless you guys want astonishing fortune, those rolls, you're each taking 10 points of damage.
Whoa!
I would say Grogu definitely needs to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I will try this again. Yeah. 10 points, eh?
Okay.
Okay, come on. That's. Oh man. All right, come on, baby.
Okay.
Oh.
So Rilligo, you're down to -3.
Yeah.
You have one of those black opals sticking out of your forehead.
Armor doesn't help, does it? Because it's like rock.
Black opal-
coming
Nope.
out of it?
Nope. 10 points of damage. And then
I'm gonna kill the monster.
Calidor, did you want to spend a point
Yeah,
of
but-
astonishing fortune?
No, we might need it.
Okay, then you're at -9. Then you're almost dead.
He's
No, I already
Holy
took
shit.
10 damage.
He already
which?
did it.
Oh, that's after the 10 damage. Okay, great.
Yeah, he was healed up.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so then yes, and this does destroy the thing. There's nothing that remains of this thing.
I'm guessing after that, Druin starts to flail around in the water because he just expelled his breath.
Yeah, Druin, give us a.
I kick my feet.
Oh yeah, you're in metal armor though. So
Yeah.
give us a Constitution roll.
Good thing I'm gonna dive in after him.
Does that? What's your con?
I have a 16.
Nice. Okay, so you're fine for this round. You can sort of scramble up, and you don't have the swimming proficiency. I take it.
No,
I mean, you can't
try
swim
to-
anyway. What am I talking about? You're just gonna
Even
walk.
if I'm like run or walk along the bottom.
That's fine.
part,
I think you can scramble up fast, and and then you sort of bump into Dorman, who's helping you out of the wall, or invisible. Some invisible person is helping you out. You're able to get above surface, and
and everybody's bleeding, full of rock.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys. It was the only way out.
Jeez.
Ow.
Now,
Really
Rilligo,
needs to be healed.
I think you're down, bud. Like you should be down, shouldn't you?
Oh, I put it in -3. Oh, I see. I put it in -3. Let's show -7. There we go.
Okay,
-3.
So
yeah.
Rilligo is on the ground and
Ugh.
dying. What are you guys doing?
I can
Oh,
rush
nothing.
over and cure him.
I don't have a potion.
I used my last one to heal Calidor, so.
He's
Does
got
n-
one healing spell left.
Rilligo,
I'll
do you
go
have a healing potion left?
I think that I may have given that last one away last time, didn't I? I think I still have one written down, but I'm pretty sure I gave it away last time.
Okay. Does anyone
Yeah.
have any healing spells
Oh,
or
wait
healing
a second.
potions?
No, hold on. I do have a potion.
Okay.
You and your brother can each take a sip.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
it under my other items of value.
Yeah.
Section. So that's my last one.
Oh man.
Okay. So
Okay, I pour it down as a turnaround, I guess. It's outside of combat now.
yeah.
Or wait, is it?
It is, yeah.
I will allow this to be just within.
Like, it's
technically-
still like,
Yeah.
it's in the same round of combat.
Absolutely. So you look behind you, and I think you heard his song kind of cut off very abruptly as soon as that explosion came out of the water. So you turn around and let's see here. I've misplaced my house rules, so I'm just gonna have to look on the computer. All right. So let's hear. Realigo, your constitution is what?
Constitution is.
Well, it's like 8:30.
14.
We'll
14.
burned
Thank
off
you.
all of our astonishing fortune and potions and spells.
We got 1 point left for Rogo to not be horribly maimed forever.
Oh yeah, right. Well, he already has a limp. You remember that from last? No. Oh yeah. Hey guys, how
You
did I
got
get a
healed
limp?
of that.
Okay, so
He doesn't remember it.
Steve, give us a roll of 1d20 plus 8.
1d20 plus 8. He just noticed he has a limp. He's like, hey, wait a second.
No, that was
Never
healed.
looked before.
Remember, all your mortal wounds were healed.
Oh, okay, good.
Right, yeah.
24.
24, okay. So, you were knocked out. You recover with 1 hit point, so you have 1 hit point right now. And give us a d6 roll. Let's see what your injury is. Higher is always better with these.
Oh, shit. Okay, d6, eh?
Please.
All right, coming up. Here we go. Let's go high. Ooh, 2.
You suffer notable scarring.
Okay.
Minus 2 to
That's
impersonate
not good
another.
for Bard. Let's
Yeah.
pick that up. Astonishing fortune.
Okay. Do you really want to spend? We got like 2.5 hours left in the session.
Don't spend it.
You want to spend that astonishing fortune now?
No.
Me? No, I'm good. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
woman loves scars.
He rolled a 2. The one up is that you lose 1d3 toes or 1 foot. So.
No.
That's where he like tried to like lift his leg to block the stone that was incoming, and he takes a shard right on the ankle.
I'm picturing it just like skittering along, like like hit a surface and skittered along the ground and clipped his ankle. I'm taking it you don't want to spend a point of astonishing fortune to then lose a foot.
If he doesn't want to, we don't do it then.
Okay. All
Save
right.
it.
So, guys, wow. What you can see, you could see
Druin.
briefly, Druin, when you were down here, look at that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So as you're up with your allies and sputtering, what do you say?
Holy hell! What the? Everybody okay? Doesn't look. Sorry about my spell there. It was made of stone, and I had a rock burst, and it just came to mind, so I cast it from inside the creature.
Yeah.
I think you did more damage to us than the monster did.
Speak for yourself.
I am.
I was going to drown.
What'd you see down there? Is there a way out?
It was a tentacled creature made of like earth and stone, and it was gonna like trap me and suffocate me, and I was already losing all my strength, and I didn't know how much longer I was going to be able to breathe. But I did notice when I slashed the creature with the two-handed sword that it had eyes that were literally opals, and they got severed, and they were down on the ground at the bottom of the pool. So I don't know if you feel like swimming, but there's got to be like 10 or 12 opals probably in the water down there, and they're probably worth, I don't know, 8 to 1,000 gold pieces each.
Anybody swim very good?
So Druin, just you can judge this role-playing wise, but it's going to take you roughly about 40 minutes per point of strength that you're down. How many points are you down right now? You're down to 11, weren't you? So it's only 6.
Yeah, I'm down 6.
Yeah, so 24. So 3 hours. 3 hours, you'll be back to full strength.
Okay. So I'm moving slow and not much for fighting.
Yeah.
You didn't see anything else down there that's a danger, did you?
Nope. And I'm pretty sure that thing's not moving anymore.
I'm going for a swim. I want some opals.
Hey, wait. I'll give you a healing before you go. Or should I save it?
I would.
Wait, do we have any potions left?
Calidor used
No,
his
I don't
last
think so.
one to heal Frogo, I think.
Oh, really? The whole thing, or just a half?
Just a sip.
I think you only used. You guys have worked out the routine where you're only using a sip to restore someone. So there's still Rilgo could recover another 1d4, or someone else could recover 1d4 hit points from the last bit of that last potion.
Okay.
Just checking my backpack here, see if I've got anything.
Okay.
Nope, I used mine.
Okay. So it's the last one. Who's drinking it?
I could cast, or we could keep that potion for in case someone gets injured and falls.
I would.
But and I could cast this spell on Dorman before he goes down there.
I think we should keep the last potion because if someone else drops, it's our only way to revive them.
Okay.
Well, I'm invisible for a bit. You want me to hold on to it, and I'll get whoever needs it in case that happens?
Okay, could do that.
Sure.
So
I hold out my
just to
hand so you can take it. Cause...
Druin,
You're invisible too, aren't you, Calidor? Or do you attack?
No, I attack. Yeah.
Right.
Druin says, and off to the right there, the pool comes out and it looks like it goes into another room.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dive into the water and look for opals.
And I'm gonna sit down and rest. Holy
Dorman, give me a 2d5 roll, please.
Elanion, you know anything what that thing was?
You find 8 black opals.
8 black opals.
Yep. And again, those can be valued anywhere between 800 and 1,000 gold per stone.
Goblin pops up about 2 minutes later and starts sputtering. I found 8 of them. See? Oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
Then how's everybody looking? Because I'll swim over and take a peek in the adjoining room.
Okay. So it appears that, again, that whatever damage was suffered by the rest of this, what you can see clearly from underneath there, Dorman, as well, is it looks as if a room, like, sandwiched down, was, like, shifted down, and then the ceiling collapsed in, and somehow water is going, making its way in. There is a little bit of a fissure near the bottom that's like a crack, really, and you would guess that's the way the water is leaking out of here. But you can also see, when you were looking down there, you can find these shattered bits of bone as well.
Okay.
And they seem to be sort of drifting in the water as if like maybe something was part of that stony mass.
Interesting.
Yeah. The crack, however, leads you up and into... This is a natural fissure that leads up into another room there. You'd have to kind of squeeze yourself in, but you're super small, so you could easily make your way through there. Oh, you are kind of a rotund little gnome, aren't you? Yeah, so you can kind of suck it in, turn your nose to the side, and make your way through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna explore over here real quick.
Okay. You see a little splishing. You don't see him, but just little disturbances in the water. So you get into here. This room appears to be another chamber or burial chamber, and there is a sarcophagus in here.
I turn back and say, I found a sarcophagus.
You know what we like to do with those?
Check them for traps.
Yeah.
When you have no hit points.
Okay.
Good Lord,
Well, he
you guys
didn't say he was going to
will get
open it.
me.
So as far as
Is
you
there-
can...
I was going to say, is there a door in the room?
There is. It's probably the swollen one you couldn't get through earlier. Based on the layout.
So there is the sarcophagus, and the walls in here are as equally unadorned as many of the other hallways that you've seen in this part of the complex. This sarcophagus, however, does have a fair amount of detail put into it. It is not as fine as many of the other things you've seen, but what it does depict is that same robed and bald figure that you saw before.
That was Erevan Linvale, or
No. That's the name
We
you
don't know
called
if it
out.
is or not.
We don't know
Yeah.
who. Yeah, you guys don't know who this elf is.
is there any writing on it? Like
Uh,
Old Elvish?
There is not. Do you speak Elvish?
I do, specifically the Sylvan Elf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is. Let me grab. Shit, I forgot to grab it. Oh boy.
Wasn't it pictures we're using before to figure out the names of everybody? Using the images to figure out what their compound names were?
Yeah, but Dorman doesn't
Yeah.
speak Elven.
I do.
Or you do?
Yeah. Dorman knows quite a few languages.
Okay.
Kev,
This
were
is-
we using like pictures to figure out what the compound names of the elves were?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what you're going to have to do again here. As well. My earphones are on funny. Not like haha funny either, more like ugh funny. So the okay. Where is it here? So the name that is on here, and it's difficult to tell what order these should be put in because it's sort of set on the side. The compounds are Thai, Death, DETH, and Uth. Uth Tideth is maybe the way you would translate that, and Uth Tideth means eternal crystal wizard. I'll put that in chat for you too. Hold on.
Probably not trapped.
Probably.
I'd say Hobbs is ignoring us, but he's probably drawing.
I am.
Cartographer man.
So was that sarcastic? Probably not trapped, or
As far as you can tell, no traps on here. No. You will probably need some help moving the sarcophagus lid though, because it's got to be, unless there's some mechanism that you haven't found.
Give it a shot.
There's just not. It isn't way too heavy for you to move.
Okay.
At least on your own, you would need someone else's help with that.
Do I have a crowbar? I don't think I do. Okay, he's like, well, I found a sarcophagus. I think it's Utideth, Eternal Crystal Wizard. I'm gonna need some help moving this thing, and I think you need to break down the door because you guys aren't fitting through that.
Kind of sounds like David Bowie.
Yes.
Don't forget your axe, Drew, and it's in the water.
Isn't this weekend the anniversary of his passing? I think.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, because it's
Holy crap.
one of the satellite stations is having an all Bowie day.
January 10th, 2016, I think.
Is it his birthday then?
That's the date of death.
Oh, okay. Is it his birthday this weekend then?
January 8th.
I don't know why they're doing. I'll take it anyway.
Yeah, so I suppose we should just wait until Druin feels better.
What are you guys doing? What's the plan here?
I mean, we can go try to break that door down, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah,
take
might
a
as
little
well.
longer. I'm really weak right now.
Well, you don't have to do it. Other people can try.
What's everyone's strength? Like Dorman, you're quite doughty for a gnome, right?
Oh yeah.
My strength is 15.
Oh, Calor's pretty tough.
Isn't Dorman? Are you 15?
I'm a 15.
15. Why don't you just give us a D2? If you want to try and shove the door open, just give us a D6 roll. Or
Okay.
D20.
Would I get under my strength?
No. You need to get under an 8. This is an open doors roll.
Nope. I don't have the leverage.
Yeah. You actually make it worse.
That's a crit. You jam it shut.
It's like pushing or pulling on the wrong direction, and it's supposed to be a pull door, and I pushed it.
Well, it's definitely a push door.
Oh man, it's that old Far Side gag of the kid leaning against the door, and it says above it, "School for the Gifted," and it says
You
"pull."
gifted school?
Yeah.
I saw a sign on a door the other day that said "Polish."
Polish. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do then?
Elanion has a 16 strength.
There you go.
As you go by, Druin hands you a hand axe.
Get your axe out of the water. This is a big axe.
If you want to swim down there and get
Is
it,
it
I'm
open
not going
door
back to the
check?
water.
You can say that I'm fine with the retcon of Dorman having retrieved your axe for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he was going up and down trying to find those stones as it is in the mud.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Then I give my battle axe to Elanion if he wants to smash the door down.
okay.
Elanion looks down his nose at the battle axe.
Fair enough. Do what you got to do.
You know, it's a good saying, but it's an even better expression of just being like, no, we shan't be doing that. So, Elanion, give us a D20 roll.
And if he doesn't do it, I'll pass the hand axe to someone else.
Oh, I needed a 9, I think.
Boom.
Really has a 7% chance of opening the door.
What's Rolgo's strength?
12.
No, you have a 7 in 20 chance. You have a 35% chance.
Oh.
Yeah, this is AD&D. Things don't make sense.
Okay,
Or at least, let me
perfect.
rephrase that. Things make sense. They are not consistent. So, Ben
They made
Bartholomew
sense to Gary Gygax.
is a percentile. It's the other one you're thinking of. Give us a... So everyone's throwing themselves against this door over and over again. Rilgo, go ahead. Give us a D20.
Hey, roll into D20. 17.
Nope. Wham, wham, wham.
Calor, are you going to try this door, or are we just going to hack it
Sure.
down?
I could try. You want to roll real low on this?
Yep.
Yes.
What's your strength, Caldor?
15.
15. That's unfortunately not
Doesn't
good
do
enough either. So you
All right.
slam it up
Then
against
I'll
it.
just start hacking it.
It resists your efforts to get inside. So, what are you guys going to do then?
I'm just going to smash it with my battle axe over and over and over again until it's a pile of splinters.
Okay, let's do this. Let's give me a strength check, please.
Strength check.
Yeah. So, and I think, your strength. Assume that your strength has gone back up to a 12 by this point. So, guess a D20 against 12. An 8. Okay. So, it takes you about 40 minutes. So your strength will be up to a 13 afterwards. It takes way longer, and you're puffing a lot harder than what you normally would. The axe feels so much heavier than it normally does, but you managed to, over the span of roughly an hour, 40 minutes is, I'm rounding up here, to finally batter that door down. And you can see the very sarcophagus that Dorman was describing.
Okay, I'm going to sit down and take a break.
Hey, Druin.
And this appears to be Uthtaideth's tomb.
Did we raid any actual tombs in the other rooms?
I
Yeah.
think you guys elected
said
not to do that on account of Druin's insight.
No, we went back and we said Sheverash, and it opened.
Yep.
And then we took all the items out.
So if we say Uthtaideth over the sarcophagus, doesn't do anything?
It does nothing.
What if you got them in the wrong order?
Tithe Death Ooze.
Nothing.
Death Tyooth.
So Dorman is still invisible, but shouting a bunch of things.
Why are the elves not in here? Is what I don't understand.
Oof, Death Tie.
Got a gnome and a dwarf trying to figure out how to get into an elven sarcophagus.
We thought it was funny.
Well, if you'd get in here and help me so Dorman will stop shouting shit in elven, that'd be great.
Oops.
Half elves just stuff bodies under bushes. They don't really know what sarcophagus.
I have blind fighting. I could take a swing at him.
It echoes in here. You don't know where I am. And I'm a ventriloquist.
Elanion, why don't you try to read the name?
I legitimately have blind fighting. I don't give a shit where you
Did
live.
someone say read? I have a chance to read languages. 5. I have a 5% chance to read languages. That's 1 in 20.
I
Right.
Is that you or your character?
My character and also me.
I'm like, I think you were, did law school. I'm pretty sure you can read some languages.
So the, unfortunately, they've already read this, so, or at least Dorman has. So I don't think you need to worry about that. Where is it
Are
here?
we verifying that Dorman got it right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You doubt me?
Don't think of it as doubt. Think of it as quality control.
That was awesome. we don't doubt you, just for verifying that you were correct.
What do we think? Do we think this would be robbing this guy's tomb? Where are we at with this?
Yeah, I'm going to try every other iteration of moving the things around. If that doesn't work, I'm
Well,
like,
do you want to return the items we took from those other tombs?
No, because those were kind of gifted to us.
She told us to speak the name
Well,
or
haven't we
whatever.
kind of earned this one?
Aren't we the champions of whatever, like you said earlier?
The dirt
Yeah,
opal?
yeah, possibly.
Monster?
Okay, well, if that's the logic, does that fit with my religious thing, Kev? Like,
With my thing.
I mean, I guess the ghost didn't specifically tell you to not go here, and I think they told you that it was there as well.
Yeah, the treasures were here, is what he said.
Yeah.
yeah. And we took over as the guardians and vanquished the bad guys, so this is our home now, right? The tour is ours.
We live here.
We're gonna set up shop, and I'll get in a,
I wasn't going to ask earlier, but it did cross my mind. Like, what is the real estate worth around here? Like,
Goblin infestation. No.
Seems like it's a bitch to get into. The driveway sucks.
We could fix that. I think we should hire some gnomes to do some work.
Not a lot of transients, though.
Lots of pets, though.
Yeah.
We could adopt like 80 dogs.
So, what are you guys planning on doing with the sarcophagus? Are you trying to open it, or what are you gonna do?
Should we just
Yeah.
rest in here for a little while, perhaps?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This is still only, like a
No,
maybe
I mean
an
for
hour.
him to gain his strength back and just
I see. Yep.
consider what we want to do.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, so we'll assume that you've got plenty of time. Dave, you'll recover, or Druin will recover all his strength back, and you guys can have some time to plan here. Dorman, you were just shouting out what the names of the.
Pretty much, I'm trying every iteration of Utaideath, Taideath, Uthdeath, Tai.
Okay.
Everything.
Oh my God, Dorman's having a stroke. Someone get to him. Okay, so that has no effect, or it seems to have, no effect.
Well, my strength is back, and I feel a little better about, standing on my feet and not so exhausted from smashing the hell out of that door. I'll go over to the sarcophagus and, all right, let's push this thing off. See what's inside. Oh wait, what if it's like some kind of crazy skeleton monster, evil?
Then
Flinch.
we run.
Druin,
Talk to it.
Looking at this thing, Huh. You remember how the other, those other sealed slabs had a little seam in them that appeared like it would open, but you didn't know how?
Yeah.
Same situation here.
So I explained that to the team. I think we just haven't figured out how to get into this.
Did we say Chevrosh here?
Chevrosh. I did it.
Opens.
Wow. You picked the code word just like that.
I thought I had said that when I came in the room, but that's fine.
No.
So, I think, didn't someone ask if you'd said Chevrosh? Why didn't you say
I
Yeah.
just asked, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I
might
was
have
like,
missed it, I don't know.
pretty sure I did, but okay, no good.
Okay, so but like when Hobbs asked, why didn't you say you did say it?
Because I was thinking, I was like,
Okay,
sure
yes,
did.
I don't
And then
remember
you guys
hearing
started
it.
talking again.
So that's why. I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it.
I don't
Yeah.
remember hearing it, Dave, but
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
So the door opens. It's either when Elanion says it or when Druin says it, it opens. And what you find inside are, unlike the others that were empty, this one has the skeletal remains of an elf and the tattered remnants of a robe that matches in the accents and the stitching and whatnot, that at least remains, to what was carved on the entrance to here and what was carved on the lid of the sarcophagus. If you were to guess, this is Uchtideth. And laid across his chest is a staff. And on the top of the staff is another larger black opal.
Well, Dorman,
Loving these black opals.
he like spins on his toes and looks down at Scotty. He's like, Uchtideth, your watch is over. Be free.
Okay? That's so good. If there's ever a moment to like completely crystallize Dorman in one, you're good, buddy. Shit. Grab his staff. So the staff is much larger than you, obviously, but it, yeah. Boy, is it a nice staff, though. Like it is perfectly smooth all the way up to the end, and then it seems to, in a natural way, it seems to have grown around to cradle the black opal.
Elanion, this looks like an elf staff.
I know a nice
Indeed.
staff when I see one. That's a nice staff.
Okay. Nothing else is in there apart from his remains. There's nothing else inside.
Do you want to say a prayer to Uchtideth and send him on his way?
I think what I want to do is I'm going to see if I can sense any wizardry or if any elven exists here. Like I'm going to send out my elven ego
Yeah.
to see if I can contact Uchtideth.
Uchtideth. Okay. Oh, you know what?
Uchtideth.
Who's carrying the spell book that you
I
guys
am.
found? This appears to be one of Uchtideth's spellbooks.
Interesting.
So, you reach out with your senses. It appears that whatever was here before seems to have departed.
Maybe it
All right.
departed when we destroyed that creature.
Malfeshnakor.
Malfeshnakor.
Oh yeah, so he might have been one of the elves or something that we saw. All right, so yeah, I'll grab the staff.
Okay. So you have the staff. John, are you there, or did we lose you altogether? Did we lose John? Hold on.
Yeah, he gone.
He gone. Okay, there we go. Hang out. I saw him blink out there a moment ago. John was taking the break early. Okay. So what are you guys doing next then?
Is there anything
Well-
else in there? Does he have more spell books or any robes or anything? Or what is the staff? Does it have like any markings on it? Or
Nope. Perfectly smooth up, and then, like I said, the dark wood seems to kind of grow around naturally,
Can you
as
hear
if
me?
roots sprung out. Yeah, we can hear you, John.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I had power surge or something. My power protector kept me on, but I'm having issues with that.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I can hear you though.
Perfect.
Great.
Let me hit reconnect. I saw you in Roll20 a moment ago, and then we just lost you. Let's see.
Yeah, it's being weird.
Reconnect.
Going back to the original purpose that we came out to the tour, Elanion, do you think that perhaps the creature that was in the water is somehow tied into, or the collapse of the structure and the subterranean water building up? Maybe like it's not flowing properly, and that's why the mirror has been growing. Like maybe the natural drainage of the water has been disrupted.
I can only assume so. They did say that it wasn't malignant, but it was magical. So maybe this creature, the creature that the golem, the mud golem, was responsible.
I mean, it wasn't being malicious. It's just that's where it's living or something. And now the goblins saying they're responsible for the big wet. They're just taking credit for something maybe that they didn't do.
What were you saying, Kevin?
I was going to say, tell John we can see him but cannot hear him.
Well,
So
maybe we should
trade
take
it off.
a quick break, and I can get some water.
Yeah. So let's do this here. John, can you hear us? Is that I see a nod and... Nope, you can't.
Okay, it seems to be going smoothly now.
Okay, well, just in time for our mid-session break. So let's take our mid-session break now, guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and we will check in or see what happens next.
Okay.
No German DJs, not this time.
No music, Steve.
Find your own German DJs.
Boy, is this a lot faster now having just the yard. Oh, you're okay. John, go ahead and say something. Let's see.
Test.
Yeah, you're fine, as far as I can tell.
Well, apparently it was picking up my cat meowing from halfway across the room, or the house. And I dropped the spoon and heard it all the way through in the other room to my...
The gain could be turned up on your mic then.
But it's not overpowering you, right?
No, I'm fine. Nope, totally fine. It is, like I said, it's crazy how much faster it is having we just stepped outside, said go pee, done her business, and back inside. Like, super quick. No getting her leash on and stuff like that just to get outside. It's very nice.
Can't open my sound settings for some reason. It's weird.
Uh-oh, cursed. You're cursed! Oh my gosh. Dave, that was some pretty awesome poetry that you posted in the Poetry Bull Rush.
Oh, thanks. I legit just wrote a bunch of it like that afternoon.
That's awesome.
I found the one from the first one that I posted, which I had just tweaked a little bit and then posted. And then after that, I just took my notes that I had made from the sessions and started churning it into lines. And then I got to the end of that last one and I was like, oh crap, I stopped taking notes. I don't remember what happened. So I was like, yeah. So I guess we don't know how this one ends.
Let's see here. Okay.
Yeah, Dave is
So how did I end that one? They barely escaped their blood-covering snow. What happened next, nobody would know. For the poet stopped taking notes on that day and can't remember shit if he tried anyway.
Nice. I found my post-its with everyone's AC on it. That's great. Including tomorrow's session.
No music, Steve.
Good.
Yes, just beatbox.
You can beatbox. Okay. Alrighty. So, we got everyone back yet?
You're back.
So the couple of weird things that came out in the move, because in the course of the move, I got to look at all my entire library again. The ones that really were like, ooh, it's been a long time since I ran that. Shadowrun 3rd, because I was hey, I found my notes. Awesome. I was a huge fan of Shadowrun 3rd, and I just haven't run it since. I didn't get into 4th edition, but 5th edition I went in on a big way, and that was what I've been running whenever I have actually run Shadowrun. But Shadowrun 3rd is a lot less complicated than what 5th is, so it has its own issues. But I think there's a chance of seeing Shadowrun 3rd sometime soon. Yeah, it's pretty great. Although it presents a future as envisioned by 1998, so it's a little dated. Not as dated as like Twilight 2000 is, but it's still pretty dated. Oh, and Hobbs, I take it back, and I previously had told you that I strongly disagreed with your assessment of the Twilight 2000 mechanics. Yeah. You were dead right on that one. I'm a big enough man to admit when I was really wrong. I went back to it again in the course of the move. I looked at it again and I'm like, oh my god. What the People complain about AD&D having a lot of arcane sub-mechanics, but holy shit.
Gygax was the best. It's just random rules, right? Like, that's just so no one can predict what's going on.
I think it's much more of a caricature than what it is in reality. There's an underlying logic behind everything. That's the fun thing with having revisiting these games now, is seeing that's why you're doing X. Like someone had said recently on a episode about the learning spells, the learning spell rolls, and they're like, "Oh, that's just really tough. That's really tough." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I read a really interesting blog article online about how that's a key part of balancing the world as you're going along." Is that players just don't you may not like that that's a balancing factor, in which case it maybe isn't something you should use in your game. But for me, it's fine, you know, and especially if the players are able to get that same spell from some other source, then it just gives you further incentive to get out there in the world and try and find that thing, right? So I like it. So, guys, we're all back here. What are we doing next? It seems that someone has, Elanion has now recovered, sorry, I gotta check the name again here. Uthtaideth's staff.
The staff of Uthtaideth.
I like that better. This is why you are the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Hobbs. Okay.
Goodness.
Alrighty, so.
Thought he was going to say Steve-O.
I did too.
Steve-O, to my best of my knowledge, does not have a bunch of zines published under his name. Hobbs has a couple of them under his belt.
Trace zines, thank you very much.
There you go. There you go.
I might have one right here.
Very nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I love that cover too. That's what's his name? Who did the cover for that?
Hawk Patrick Stevens.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So guys, what are we doing next here? John's successfully defeated the demons in his computer, so we are good to carry
For
on.
now.
Good work. Good work.
What happens next, guys?
I
I
think we
get
need
the hell
to,
out of here.
yeah, attempt to find a way home.
Okay.
Yeah, we might need to like just start hauling stuff towards this. Oh, wait a second. When I was down there, and or being pulled in and noticed the water and whatnot, I doing some mental calculations. We're not even halfway down from the top of the tower to where the level of the dogs are at.
There's more below.
There might be more below us.
And how would we get there?
I don't know. Have we missed something? Is there
We gotta
Through
go-
the water?
a gather around Elanion's map?
I don't think we have
In-
missed anything.
This would be like in a multi-module thing. This would be you guys have completed the first module, and you get to buy the second one in order to carry on.
We all just pause.
So yeah, and Druin isn't wrong. Like you're maybe 30 feet below the surface of where the where the goblins built Heathertop Fortress. So you know, there may very well be a lot going beneath us. The elves did seem to, at least these elves, seem to favor working with stone. However, you also have been going along here and finding progressively less and less polished areas too. So,
I believe that it's very possible there is, but why don't we return and say what we have done and ponder everything that's happened, and then if we choose to return here and we have a way maybe to breathe water or something like that, we could check through the water to see if there's a passage down that we can get somewhere else. But other than that, I don't really know what else we can do here right now.
Totally fair.
Before we head back, do we have sufficient proof that we've resolved the issue with the mire? That's our main objective.
No, that's what I'm saying. How would we know?
Yeah, how would we prove it?
We don't know what was controlling it. So
I've been having some thoughts now that we've seen this submerged area and the water trickling somewhere, that maybe these canyons that we've been seeing outside were submerged at one point. Maybe there was a dam that got broken loose, and that's where all the water's been going and spreading from. It just all went out and started trickling and overflowing the area.
Elanion can tell you, like, I mean, let's take a look at the map of the region, just because, I mean, Elanion being a kind of a naturalist, he can tell you, whoa, look at this. Look at these huge things here.
Look at this fantastic map.
You know what needs to take the space among them is a portrait of a certain elven wizard, which I need to get back to work on now that I'm actually finished moving. Okay, so let's see here. Oop, a giant shale. Look out, you're being attacked by a giant shale. So, what he can tell you is that, like, from what you guys have seen thus far and what you've seen on regional maps, there's not like a source of water. There's not a river that would flow in. So if there was a dam, you did see there's a dam up north. You see where the eel hold is? That area, that region is deemed. The eel hold exists because of a dam. Bergour, who's been through here before, he could tell you that. But you know, there isn't a source of water. There isn't a something that would be dammed to then create water. And even if it was, it wouldn't like slowly spread out over the course of what do you call it? Spread out over the course of 2 years, the way that this has continually spread. It would be a tidal wave of water, and then it would be gone.
Perhaps it's an underground source where the water's being forced up from.
That could very well be, yeah, if there was, but the canyons, like I said, the canyons, you got the sense they were, I mean, they definitely, canyons themselves, just like geologically speaking, they are formed by some kind of erosion, whether that's by water or by wind. This tor itself, Elanion and the two dwarves indicated that they felt it was shaped by some kind of magic.
Okay. Kind of puzzled, because we were sent here to do the job of identifying what caused it and stop it.
Now, it's a shame that, again, Arlen unfortunately missed the session today, but let's see here, because he normally takes the old careful notes here. I want to see if he recorded something.
Anybody else not getting the map to...
You gotta scroll all the way out, and then it'll...
Yeah, just shrink it. Or
oh, so yeah,
you
may have been...
Okay, there we go. Now it's clear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not in here. Guys, do you remember what was on the what one of the symbols was on the door leading into Malfeshnakor's lair or prison?
I thought it was fire and water.
It was fire on him. There was a symbol of water, but do you remember where it was?
I just remember fire and water being on those goblins, but other than that, I don't remember.
So fire and water was combined on the goblins, and fire, the rune for fire, was definitely on the door, along with a couple other ones on Malfeshnakor's door.
Wasn't it on a shrine door or something?
No.
No? I don't.
I'm thinking of something that you guys may have found.
On one of the items.
The holy symbols?
Not on the holy symbols.
Wasn't what the thing that Druin broke, was it?
It was not, no. What was the thing that you found? Remember when you finally downed that nasty goblin, not sure what he was, a priest or a wizard or whatever. He had something on his finger.
The ring.
Yeah, the ring.
Oh, the silver ring that was marred.
Yes, remember it had a symbol of water on it.
Cracked imperfection and metal symbol of water.
That is the
Session 32.
That is the only thing that you guys have encountered that, apart from the goblins themselves, that has the rune of water on it.
So maybe that goblin was summoning the water. Or doing something with it.
But not in here. I mean, where would he have been doing it?
Yeah.
Unless we missed something somewhere else, yeah.
Elanion, give me an intelligence check, please.
How could I possibly fail that?
I think I hear
Always
Roll20's
bad.
ears just perked up.
I have a 16. That's what I have.
Okay. You know what? I mean, you're looking at the marring on this, and this isn't like, you know, it's not like it's a little like scuff or like, you know, someone didn't have their wedding ring polished or something like that. Like this is like someone took an axe or something to this thing, and it didn't, you know, by virtue of its magic that binds the enchantment within it, it protected it. But there's a serious damage that was done to this thing. Because of, you know, normally magic items don't malfunction when you mishandle them. They're not like, you know, delicate electronics or something like that. But in this case, it's possible that if the enchantment was, especially since the rune is partially affected, if this has some kind of elemental water connection, maybe this is, you think you would need to speak to a sage or or someone like who knows more about the planes and whatnot, or at least the primal elements, to speak more to it. But Elanion, you know, I think your background would be with stone, obviously, but when you successfully damage primal runes like this, it potentially could have an adverse effect on the intended magical effect.
Like busting a staff of the Magi or something, you mean? Or
yeah, or like cracking it. I mean, you don't want to, if you bust it, there's obviously, because this doesn't seem to be broken. You know, you don't know whether it's got whether there's an enchantment in there, but the fact that there's a rune carved on it suggests that there probably is or was. But the amount of damage that was done to this thing may have had an effect on it.
It's almost impossible to tell, but maybe we can get back and identify it and understand what the magic is once we return.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So, like, yeah.
Did you have a question, Dave? You're still
No,
trying to form.
Druin's just processing what Elanion's, you know, hopefully told us, and
Yeah.
trying to figure out, though, like, so if they were also trying to use the wands, maybe, could that have caused like the collapse? Or can you like misuse a magic item if you don't know how to use it properly? Like we haven't tried to use any of these wands, but Elanion, what would happen if we tried to use a wand and didn't get the activation correct or the use correct? Could it malfunction?
Who would ever do such a thing?
Goblins?
That would be just foolishness.
Which is, again, Goblin wheelhouse.
Yeah, so if the goblins...
Welcome to foolishness!
If the goblins were goofing around with the magic items and didn't know how to use them properly, or they damaged them, then maybe their, you know, evil intent wasn't there, but they somehow were responsible.
You know, since you've been saying that, Druin, remember those tunnels or that side passage where you encountered the Tentamort?
Yeah.
How crudely sort of formed those were? Yeah, if you were trying to use a tool and did not have the level of proficiency with it that, say, the ancient elves did, then yeah, I mean that might even to a layperson's eyes, those tunnels were very different from everything else in the complex. And you found those the discarded wands in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they, at the very least, maybe they have been making use of that. Perhaps they've been making use of more.
Right.
Well, we want to just do one last walk through the area and make sure we didn't miss something.
Good idea.
Start working our way up, and like we need to start hauling some stuff. So might need to discard some unwanted equipment for more valuable items.
Do you know what weight in treasure you guys have right now?
No.
All of it.
Heck of a lot.
Yeah, because the mithril tools are heavy, and then there's the crates of copper and silver. But even also the bulkiness of some of this is going to be really hard.
What do you guys think?
I think we take the most valuable stuff. Start filling our packs with that.
What's
Everything we can take, we should take.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as we can carry.
Right, but if it comes down to taking a crate of copper versus, like a backpack full of mithril, I vote for taking the mithril.
Of course.
Definitely taking these 8 black opals.
Yes, and the mithril tools, and that's what I'm saying.
There's 9 now, right?
That's one's on the top of the staff as a focal point, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is on the staff. I thought it was just free.
No, it's part of the staff.
Okay. that's
You
right.
you could probably break it free, but I mean,
Why'd you do that?
Yeah, it's just a wizard staff. What do we need one of those for?
yeah.
Like in 2 seconds.
Druin's going to walk
Okay.
around in the alcove here and take a look at the statues.
Okay. Yeah, you carefully inspect these, and you can see, you now recognize all these faces from the spectral ghosts or spectral elves that you met before, the ones that were the final watchers. Their faces match each of them, and you can see personality. You still see that there's that kind of, there's a little seam at the bottom of each of the statues. Whereas, remember, the other statues that you saw in the complex, they seem to attach directly or have grown out of or are part of the stone floor.
Mm-hmm. What was in the other area here? That was just, that was Cheverash's, the magic room. The sarcophagus where you say Cheverash and everything opens up.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
We should
nothing
just-
overt that we missed.
No, I think we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we get out of here again?
Up through here, past
This way.
the slamming ceiling, make sure you
There
got
you go.
your token.
Hobbs
Make
is
sure we got
just
the
holding up.
discs.
That's a great
Go
looking
ahead.
map, bud.
Make sure we got the discs.
That's really, really cool.
Don't try and cross if you're not carrying one of those elven discs.
I love it. I love the designs you put in
cross
between. Okay.
You
Thanks,
know,
buddy.
can you hold it up again, Hobbs,
This way?
and talk
Too
while
late.
you're doing it?
Snooze, you lose.
Well, you were holding it up, and I saw Kev. That's awesome.
All right, buddy. What do you think?
Pretty awesome.
There's nothing in here.
Okay. All right. So then,
We could totally live here, and then let's have a harem and.
Well, and with these statues guarding here, anything you put on the far side, if you don't have those discs, you can't pass through without getting smushed. So,
Unless you're really quick on your feet.
do you want to try that?
Huh?
Prove
No,
that to
I'm
me?
not quick on my feet. But I have no doubt that Elf running full sprint through could probably make it.
I doubt purely based on
Overpass.
magical rooms full of crushing ability.
Dorman is setting traps for his allies. Okay, so if everyone's going to move upstairs here, guys, let me move you to the next level up.
What do you guys think about the seams in that shrine? Why are there seams there? Do we decipher that?
Beneath the elven statues.
Yeah. Does that mean they could actually move, or?
Well,
We
Try taking
never
several off?
tested it.
Because isn't that where the spirits crawled out of or something?
Yes.
When they look like goblins, that's what happened.
So why would that be?
Maybe some kind of enchantment put on the room.
that's probably just where the remains are.
Like the remains are underneath the statues. That's cool.
It
Should we
could
look
be.
around or no?
Did you want to try and
Calidor
move a statue?
suggests that him and Rilligo and Dorman are all not in very good shape to be exploring new dangers.
Well, it's not new. We just
Nothing like a good pedant to be around.
We just want to poke our head in. Yeah.
Okay.
Is someone's
Here's-
key done?
Is someone which?
Oh, you hear that squealing? Yeah, what is that
Uh-huh.
squealing?
It's like a high pitched.
None of mine.
Like a dog whistle.
I don't know.
I don't hear
What?
it. Is that at your place, Hobbs?
I muted my mic and it's still there, so it's not for me.
Oh, I was making sure it wasn't.
No, it's coming through my headphones.
Oh, okay.
I can hear it.
I
Yeah.
hear it too.
It's like it sounds like a feedback or something kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pick it up. Can you hear it right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if you know what? I had 2 roll 20s going when I started. I thought I closed the other one, but let me check. No,
It's strange.
closed.
I'm not hearing anything when.
It stopped.
Oh, there you go.
It has stopped.
Dave left.
Dave
Huh?
left.
Dave
What?
left.
I left?
I'm kidding.
Okay, so you guys are back on the second level, or the first subterranean level, I guess, of this. You come back out into that like studying area. What do you guys wish to do?
Check to see if the pythons are still in the doors.
They are, yeah.
This is a whole new feeling.
That's right. The bugbear is out there still. Oh my god.
Shit.
And that other goblin, the one that had the flame blade.
Flaming sword. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Do we want to go down? Do we want to rest downstairs on the other side of the statues?
I want to get out of here. I want to see the light of day.
Me too.
Yeah, let's go see if those dogs are still outside.
Well, we got to go check on our crate of goodies.
You like the invisible guy to go first?
Okay.
You want?
Okay, I'm ahead of you.
You guys coming to get the crate of gold or copper and was it silver?
Layout is down.
Okay.
Isn't it this way?
Holy cow. Nope.
Where are you going?
Stairs.
It's this way.
Stairs are this way.
The crate of stuff is through this door and up here.
Are we getting that?
Well,
You're collecting
I
it.
thought we wanted to bring everything back.
Okay.
Grab it, Dora.
Looking good, Hobbs.
That one I colored penciled.
No kidding.
It looks
Okay.
good. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then if you guys are making your way to the surface level, give me a sec here. Fingers crossed. I didn't load it before we started the session. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up. Roll 20. Come on. Run, you little horse. And hey! Look at that. Although it is currently only displaying part of the map. Oh, there we go. We got everybody. Holy smokes. Okay, let me just get rid of some stuff here.
So in this room, this is where the crate of giant copper chunks.
Yeah, we grab it.
Grab
we
that.
grabbed it. Yeah.
Let's bring everything up to the first floor and decide what to do with it.
Yeah. Well, that's it though. It's big. It's bulky. It's heavy.
Go ahead, drag it if you have to. Just get it upstairs until we.
Yeah.
All right, let me zoom in here, see where you guys are. Let's see. Feels like it's time for a terror hound attack.
No.
Yeah, you got all this
Just
stuff.
kidding.
You're about to leave, and there's 5 terror hands waiting
Yeah.
for you upstairs.
All right, so then let me move everybody.
Goblin with a flaming sword riding a basilisk.
Basilisk, that's fantastic. I'll take one of those. Thank you.
Don't give Kev the ideas.
Riding a cockatrice.
Yeah. And the bugbear's on a wyvern.
Oh yeah, the wyvern. That was a crowd favorite.
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Skirg almost died.
Oh, and I don't know if you can see where is. Oh, he's up over there. But Aldi the owlbear, John, is right up on my top left there, watching over the Paizo stuff. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I saw it when you did the YouTube thing of the video. I was like, is that the elbow? Yeah, it is.
No, he's got a place of pride now. Okay, guys, so let me move you over here. Boom. And let me put you in here. Oh. Just freeze with stupid face. Okay. Boom. You guys make it up to up the stairs and then into the entranceway. Let me bring you over here. Boom. And that is where you guys find yourself.
Okay,
so you can see.
Figure out the bridge.
So as you make your way out, what you hear is the wind and the cry of birds. And that is all.
Is it light, like morning or afternoon?
It's probably a little past noon right now.
Right.
Which is just like, because of your sleeping ahead of time, stuff like that, like your sleep cycle is completely fucked up right now. Mm-hmm. So you kind of stagger out, bloodied, overtired, probably hungry, and looking around. The canyons are empty.
Arlen steps out, takes some rock splinters from his arm. He's like, "Oh, it's good to be outside."
Elanion, maybe your dog will not run off like the others.
We shall see.
So the bridge was cut at this end and is now hanging on this from these posts, correct?
It's hanging. Let's see. That's about 10, 20. What is that? 10. So it's 15. Oh, thanks. That's. Oh, I don't know if I don't know if that lines up perfectly though, guys.
Okay, so it's
pretty good.
It's about 6 feet. Yeah, pretty. Okay, so there we go. So how long was it? I'm sorry.
It said 65.
65. So so actually it's probably hanging down just above where the other side of the cliff is, because it's 80 feet down. So this is like Temple of Doom style. It's straight up against the other side.
Yeah. So it would be nice if we had spider climb and somebody could.
I mean, Calidor's climb is really good.
And
take
mine, but we're both at 1 hit point.
So
close to it.
Well, remember, if you fail, you don't necessarily fall. It just means you can't progress. And between the handholds and if someone gives you a rope, you guys basically, it's only on a 0-0 is when you're actually going to fail.
Right. And we could tie the rope around one of these posts and just lower him down bit by bit.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to the bottom, he runs over to the other side. He only has to climb up 15 feet and attach a couple of ropes to the bottom of the bridge, and then we haul on those to lift the entire bridge up.
Yeah.
And when it gets over to here, we refasten it to these posts and jig it up so it's nice and sturdy, and we haul our shit across.
Okay.
I was about to make a roundabout to see if we could see anything else before we sent these guys down there, but I'm afraid of traps.
Yeah, be very careful of goblin traps.
I'm going to give Calidor my last cure light. Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Do we have a half potion? Do we have a half potion still?
We do have a half a potion still, yes.
Okay, so last cure light's going to Calidor.
Here we go. Ooh, nice.
So I'm really good. I've used rope skill, so I can tie the knots fairly well once it gets up here.
Yep. Love it.
Okay, and how many ropes total do we have? I think we had
150.
I have one.
Okay, so you got 100 feet of rope. I think you got 2 other ones as well. Elanion, you had a rope, didn't you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because if you guys, you probably will need 2 ropes to actually pull this thing up here.
I'm almost
60
positive
feet
I did
across,
have a rope,
80 feet down. A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
I do have 50 feet of rope.
Oh man, calculating the hypotenuse.
I've been carrying this 20 pounds of rope the whole time. I've only used it once.
It's a really heavy piece of equipment. Okay, so Elanion's got 1. Is there 1 more? Does Calidor or Druin?
Yeah, Calidor has a rope.
Awesome. Okay, so between you guys 100 feet of rope. I think that's more than enough to climb down, tie this thing. Right, because the hypotenuse. Right. It's 100.
It's 115 feet is what we need for one stretch that far.
3 ropes just to make the diagonal work, unless you've got a
So
there's no Pythagoras theorem in AD&D. It's just all 5x5 blocks. So you just...
That actually works out to a longer distance then.
Yeah.
Then every diagonal is 10 feet.
What I will say, guys, is that I know every diagonal is 7.5 because it's technically it costs you 2 when you make the second diagonal.
Could we?
But I was thinking like Q-Bird, if you had to go 5 out and 5 down and 5 out and 5 down every time, then it would be like double.
So
Never mind.
Here's what I'm going to say, guys, is for the purpose of today, there are many other members of your party who are trucking around ropes. I'm fine with saying that you guys have enough rope use to tie the other side.
Right.
Guys, I mean, also to avoid you guys having to, like, if you went through the complex here and tore shit apart, you'd be able to find enough stuff to add another length to the rope, and I don't really want to have to, the quest for the rope is really not what this campaign is about.
we stop and smell the roses enough times in other ways. That we don't need to
So what would you guys do
rope.
last session? Well, we killed a 10,000-year-old demon, and the one after that, we found rope.
We searched for rope, and then we made rope because we twisted the hemp plants together.
Both were equally satisfying.
Yeah. In different ways, What's the Greyhawk equivalent of Etsy? So then you guys...
SOS Children's Charities. If someone wants to donate a rope right now, that'd be a good time. Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's a $5 donation for a rope for the player. And,
it's brief. It disappears. Or it appears. Then why don't, let's see, I'll have the 2 thieves. Dorman and Calidor, would you kindly give us percentile rolls or make your climb checks? It's only if you roll double zeros is when you run into a problem.
And I just want to point out that Calidor will remove his chain shirt or whatever it is.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Kev,
Ooh, dangerously close.
having viewers provide items for the characters to get through a problem, isn't that like the Hunger Games?
Kind of is, yeah.
Kind of is.
It's like here's a little box of it's poison antidote. Huh.
I'd make a joke, but I don't know those films well enough. My mom read the book, so I kind of watched the films with her to you know.
There's a point in time where the characters are in a jam and like they're like poisoned and going to die, and literally the viewers gift them like antidote.
Oh God, what's the saying in it?
Oh, there's a couple.
Yeah, like there's a thing that they say about the games. I don't remember what it is though.
Oh, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of cool.
The most famous one is mahogany.
They're actually pretty good books. Pretty good story overall.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
few spots.
Caldor, yeah, so you successfully make it as well, too. So, guys, you get down, you make your way across. The canyon is full of dog droppings, but you make your way to the far side. I mean, they've been here for quite some time, right? So, you pull the rope or the bridge up to the side, and between all of you guys, especially the stronger, between like a beefy couple of wizards, Calidor and Druin, you guys are able to pull the bridge back up. Dorman is able to work his rope magic and secure this thing. You aren't going to be able to keep it up for very long. It's a different rope that you're using, obviously, for this than what would be used to secure this bridge normally.
It's hemp. It's not weatherproofed, so.
And because you've got rope use as well too, what I'll tell you is, I'm assuming what you were doing is looking at the other end of the bridge. This thing was designed to collapse anyway. Like, it was trapped. They had trapped the thing. If you guys had put too much weight on this, or if they decided they just wanted to knock you off, you could have had this thing cut as you were making your way across it.
Good one.
Never went
Good
over
one.
this then, even with the dwarven bulwark.
Yeah.
Well, then, guess Druin better go across quick with all the mithril and shit. Make sure.
Well, you can secure it so it doesn't do that. Like this, it's just this is how it was easily triggered. It was set up to collapse anyway. So whoever did this, they didn't like hack through the ropes. It was just they just activated the trap.
Now they just pulled it. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Dorman's last piece of advice: dumb goblin traps. I hate goblins.
Nice. Oh God.
Nasty.
Are you telling
strangling
me
them with a rope?
you wouldn't have enjoyed an 80-foot drop? Come on. At first level, you guys could have weathered that.
I would have grabbed hold of the bottom and just swung into the cliff face.
Nice. All right. So then,
Back.
with that, you guys are able to move. You have the thing secured, and who's braving? Oh, Druin's braving it first. Nice.
Let's go. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here too. As I see him over.
So let's move over to the Overland map, guys. Haven't seen this in a while.
Nope. We've been
I
here.
didn't even remember it.
Boom.
Whee!
Knox, the unexpected, and Bergour. And who else are we missing? Chael?
Missing Chael and Knox the Unexpected and Bergour.
All right, guys, we're going to haul this stuff back. You better help.
Okay, here we go.
Well,
So-
I think we're going to end up being encumbered to travel. This
Yeah,
route.
oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think
We
we
can
can
just
split it
drag
up
it.
as evenly as we can, but
Just assume we're moving half speed, guys.
yeah,
We'll
that's
drag
what
it in
we're
bursts. We can throw it on tarps and stuff, or make some a thatched thing, and
Like
put a lot of weight on it.
landscapers?
Yeah, and then then a couple of people can drag it, and then they can.
I'm
take
going to
a
weave a
break, and then someone
basket.
else. Yeah.
You know, dragging
Because
that
we've-
thing like a mile is going to rip it to shreds.
Yeah.
There's lots more
know-
sticks.
You know how hard it is to carry like a cooler full of pop from the car to the beach? Now
Yeah.
we got to do that. Now we got to do that for like 6 days.
Yeah.
Focus, people. Let's get this home.
This is
Let's
like
get
carrying a
trained
paddle
up.
boat, though. Yeah.
This is a transition session. Focus. We've got an hour and 18 minutes. We can do it.
All right.
I do not disagree that you can.
You just can't get lost and do it.
You are without any kind of what do you call it? Visible landmarks apart from Heathertop Warren, but that doesn't really help you,
Oh man.
does it? So let's talk about
Elanion,
the way you want to
you're
go
our-
here.
I'm gonna pop my invisibility just so if we get separated, they can find me.
Okay. Now, do you guys wish? You have a couple of ways you can proceed here. You guys can proceed directly over land. You guys can go back to Cutter Brook and follow that out to the New Mire and then head north. You can just head due north and try and hit those farms on the northern edge of the Patchwork Hills and then head east towards Harleton. What do you guys want to do? The benefits of, the Cutter Brook, you will not get lost because you can just follow that. Heading due north, I will at least you'll have a less chance of getting lost because you're just going north. If you're going to try and navigate directly to Harleton, that is the one where you have the highest likelihood of getting lost. Doesn't mean you're going to automatically, it just means that the chance of doing it is higher. What do you guys think?
Just takes us a little bit off of Harleton. It's not a big loss, right?
Just north? Or do you want to go northwest maybe, and so we can see if there's a difference in the mire?
That's a good point. I was going to suggest avoiding that because the bugbear's still out there and he might know our movement patterns. And we have gone that way several times.
We've gone northeast too.
We've gone
been straight to
northeast.
Harleton.
Yeah,
So I said we go straight north.
at least last 2 times you guys have gone back and forth, you cut straight across the Patchwork Hills.
Yeah, I said we don't do that this time. We go straight north. It's safer.
And we get lost every time, so if that guy knows our route, then he's way better than we are.
Yeah, because our route is a zigzag that never has any pattern to it.
Yeah, it's like a couple of nobodies on
Yeah,
canoes trying to canoe down a river.
So, guys, you're going to be down to about 4 miles a day because of
Okay.
the encumbrance. So,
Oh, Drew, and I've got about a week's of rations left. I'll share some with you.
let's hear. So
Thanks,
that's about 7 feet on this map. Whatever measures is about 7 feet. That's about how far you can go. Yeah, so you can make it to the edge in a day.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Not
do
bad.
it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
Then we can
hold,
see
hold
some
on. No.
landmarks.
It's half
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, half that.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
half that.
That's
So
2 days.
it'll take you
That's
2
2
days
days.
of getting through. How's everyone for rations right now?
I'm going to need someone to share because I'm going to be out after today.
Yeah, if we're here for 3 days, it takes us 3 days to get there. I got enough to get me and you there. No problem.
Okay, I will let you guys travel for half a day today, without traveling in the night. So it'll take you 2.5 days to get to the edge. Let's see here. First, let's get to the getting lost table. Everyone's favorite.
Who's
For
our
those
survivalist?
listening at home, I cannot tell you how many times I get emails from these guys saying, you know, Kev, my favorite part of the campaign, it's been some fun fights, it's from some memorable adversaries. My favorite part of the campaign is how detailed your rules are for getting lost. It
I
is
thought
the
the
thing,
weather was-
I find myself getting swept away by the sheer immersion of the story.
But Kev, isn't the weather more important? Because like
The weather is
can't-
key.
we can't. No, but if it's clear out, we can see where the sun is. It makes it easier to navigate.
It definitely does. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
So maybe we should check the weather first.
You should check the weather. So, we're going to the old library again. And I want this. Okay.
The weather is also screwed us over.
Dave, you make me so happy. I'm going to find more books. Oh, makes my day.
I heard the weather outside was dreadful.
Frightful?
That too.
How's a fire, though?
Good joke. Quite delightful.
It's delightful. Are we having a campfire tonight? I bet you it'll be
Hey,
delightful.
you got it halfway there, Hobbs. I just did a little bit of extra lifting.
Thanks, buddy. I was gonna say, I do think there's some sort of immersion, but I feel like I'm immersed in your BS.
That sounds about right.
Full
Critical
immersion.
hit. Ooh.
I'm not going to say anything like that. I don't have any podcasts. So, if you have 2 podcasts, you can get away with that stuff.
Let's see here. Now, you guys can all feel free to give me shit. I certainly throw it at you in every session, in the form of mud monsters that try and drown you.
Fuck.
Okay, so let's hear. Someone give me a percentile chance, or percentile roll, please.
I was
First-
legit
first
thinking
one
about
I'll
what my
take.
next character is going to be.
Nice. 51 from Elanion. Okay. So, the...
Was that a boomerang that someone just threw by?
It was. Yeah.
Bergour is weird weapon.
See, even when I try and not do silly sound effects, it still comes out of me. Give me a one more percentile roll, please, guys. 45. Guys, clear skies, not a drop of rain. So in contrast to the shitty weather that you guys were traveling in, you have clear blue skies to make your first travel, almost as if it's welcoming you home.
Corlan is with us, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a sun god?
No, he's the only one that matters.
Oh.
And you're at Dave. Being overcast is actually one of the, like, overcast rain. These are all things that make it much more likely to get lost.
Oh yeah.
I love this
You
game
You can't,
so much.
can't tell where the sun is. Like,
Okay,
much more
so let's see here.
difficult.
Now, you guys, both Elanion and Dorman have no direction proficiencies as well, right?
At direction sense.
Correct.
Yeah.
Direction sense. So one or both of you can roll. If both of you roll, remember that if you roll 20, that counts as a critical failure for everybody.
Both of us roll.
Yeah. Bring it on. Yes! Yes!
See, we have 1 point left. Don't spend it.
How often have we rolled a 20 on
Twice.
a stupid
This is the
check?
second time.
like every
That's like
single
the
time.
third
This time it was
Wrong
George,
time.
and this
Every
it's
time.
I
Elanion.
think about as many times as we've rolled a 20 on an attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got a point of astonishing fortune left.
No.
Yeah, it's your last one. I mean, there's only
What if
random
you're
encounters
done-
for 3
What
days.
if you're lying there bleeding after a random encounter attack?
Yeah.
But we
Okay.
won't have
And this
one.
does not mean that you're lost. It only means that the chance of getting lost is much more significant. Okay, but let's see here. Hold on.
We got this. We got this.
Roll 20, jeez.
Yeah, that's so great. All right, then. Guys, what I will give you, because you've traveled this route... Oh, you haven't gone just... No, you have gone... The first time you fled over the hills, you went directly north. You went due north. I'm going to give you a minus 10% because you traveled that route before. So the chance of getting lost is a little bit less. It's still pretty darn high, but it's a little bit less now. So someone give me a percentile roll. Either Hobbs or John, because you guys are the navigators. Who wants to take the blame?
Survival
/credit?
Woodland do anything, or is it just direction sense? I
No,
can't
survival woodland keeps you fed and watered.
I don't know if high is good or bad.
You guys actually do not get lost.
High is
The chances were
never
super
know.
good. All right,
Like,
someone.
no, lady, you're full of crap. That staff is playing with your mind. We need to go this way.
This is more a matter of, like, succeeding in spite of yourselves rather than because of. However,
He failed.
you did travel for about 4 hours, so I do need to make a random encounter roll first, though, because it's everyone's favorite part of the game.
Oh yes.
Again, for those listening at home, the amount of emails I get from these guys for my rigorous use, some might say merciless use, of random encounters every single time they travel. Kev, the amount of eels and dogs and cougars that we've nearly died to, amazing.
Oh, they're going to say eels have eaten dogs.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Why is it taking 2 days?
Because you guys are moving at like 2.25 miles per day.
Oh, okay. I thought we
Yeah.
were 4 miles a day.
No, you're right. I
crap.
was wrong about the numbers. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. What does it say?
Can we do a con check, maybe, to...
I can't force march because of. Oh no, I got healed. Never mind.
All those are healed.
Yeah, you can force march, but all that does is it makes your it speeds you up by a half.
Oh, okay.
Half, or it's only like with how slow you guys are moving, it's gonna be a negligible amount.
Okay.
It was when you're moving at a faster rate in daily thing. It's worth trying, but it doesn't. Right now it isn't, and it's not 1.5. It's like 1.1. I was reading it the other day because I knew you guys were going to be trying to travel overland, and I know that Dorman invested in the endurance proficiency in order to take advantage of that. So I wanted to make sure that was not a wasted slot for you, John. All right, but you guys do manage to make it somewhat of the way through the hills. You guys finally make it to the end of the day, and though you are keeping careful eyes out for any sign of assault, you guys make it to your campsite without incident.
Nice.
So,
I thought you were going to say...
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's when the Fang Dragon appears. Then...
Yeah, I picked endurance more as a background thing anyway, but it's been useful.
Yeah. Okay, we'll check for the morning. Okay, so you guys make camp. Now, do you all have your tents and stuff like that with you? Are you making natural? You're making camp that way?
Yeah, I got a
I
tent.
think
Okay.
so. I think we want a good rest. So.
So the I think like in the film version of this, what we'd see is like this trackless hills full of thick heather, but they're on the side of one of these hills. You guys are setting up your camp. Your tents are all pitched. Your campfire is going. Dorman is making getting dinner ready for all of you guys. And is it dawning on you yet what you've accomplished?
I won't let it get to me until I get home and I'm safe.
Religo doesn't know where he is, or what has happened, or why we came here in the first place.
Wasn't his memory returned, or no?
Yeah, it was returned by the spirit.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. Then he remembers.
He's
He
still
now
not
he
close.
remembers that he remembers. He forgot. That
I forgot that I remembered.
I
Exactly.
forgot that I remembered exactly. Okay. That is one of the fun things in the day job is when people have alleged memory issues and you ask them to, well, can you tell me about a time when you forgot your memory? If they have a clear recollection of when they forgot their memory, it's like,
You're a liar.
that's a questionable symptom. But far be it for me to say. Injuries can manifest in funny ways. So.
I never believed my clients when I was a personal injury lawyer, or any other time.
Your wacky thing about the hot tub, definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. Let's see here.
Why are we getting bigger?
Oh, I'm just
I
so
got large.
because that way you
growing.
can easily mark your hit points for healing.
Oh, okay.
Because if you guys get a full night's sleep, it's just easier to update those and to go to the character sheet. So, guys, the evening comes, and you can hear the sound of dogs barking in the distance of this. And I think that as weary as you guys all are, and as as fearsome an adversary as you face, you can feel that Heathertop Warren is getting further and further away. And I guess at this point, you're just, having spent a couple of days underground, you're thinking of the things that you encountered out here. Remember? Cougars, giant spiders, wild dogs that bit Calidor on the face. Fortunately, whatever nightmares that you may have in respect to those things, or whatever tricks your imagination play on you, your evening passes uneventfully. The weather's still a beautiful, star-filled and cloud-empty sky. Each of you has time sitting around that campfire. You can hear the dogs howling in the distance, but over time, it grows more restful. Elanion, you have a handle animal or animal handling proficiency, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I think that during your watch, you can hear the sound of something moving and kind of at the edge of the firelight, but it's probably illuminated this little form in the moonlight because there are no clouds in the sky.
I'll give it a soft whistle and toss some food out.
And what comes scampering out of the darkness but your dog?
Nice.
So it comes scampering over, takes the food. It then kind of comes trotting over to you. It kind of nudges you and then sits and looks at you as if more.
Happily, with a sidelong glance at Druin's rumbling belly, I'll happily give it more of my rations.
So, everyone cross off another ration, or another set of rations.
Cross out two for one for me, one for Druin.
Oh,
No,
nice.
I still had one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Really-go's going to cast armor again.
In the morning, well, first off, hold on, let's do this all in order here. So, first off, in the morning, what you guys...
In the evening, sorry, but okay.
Oh, did you still have that prepared?
I
think you've only got one spell per day, so...
Okay.
Yeah, you'd cast armor... Yeah, next morning you could prep it again. Once you hit third level, you'll have 2 spells per day, but your DM's an asshole and uses training, so...
It's going to be a while.
So then what do you call it? When morning comes, I guess, let's hear. Dave, give me a D4 roll, will you? 3. So Dorman, you're the next up, and maybe you're the last watch because you're also kind of get food ready while you're doing that. Although maybe the guys give you shit for that as well too. Like, quit fucking around with your food and watch for things attacking us. But you're, what do you call it? When you wake up, or Elanion sort of wakes you up, you can see there, at first you sort of jerk back because there's a dog sitting next to him, but you see its tail is sort of languidly swishing back and forth. It licks you in the face, and then when Elanion heads to bed, the dog follows him.
Dorman he looks like, the hell? He gets a dog? What about me?
We know how you treat dogs.
Bad owner.
Stay outside and get killed by the monsters.
the Heronshaw, what do you call it? Humane Society, the HH has you on a list. Oh man.
The Milbourne SPCA.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna grumble. Go make food.
Okay. So morning comes and it is a beautiful rosy dawn.
Rosy-fingered dawn.
And because you've opened that door, let's see what the weather's like today.
We gain, what is it, 1 hit point in the morning?
You do. Everyone regains 1 hit point. And you can feel free to prepare new spells, guys.
I will prepare armor.
Okay. You want to cast armor right away as well?
Yes, please.
Okay. So your armor... the armor spell will not give you better protection than what your armor is.
Right.
But it does provide you 1 point of DR until it's gone.
Okay.
Okay, so at least it's helpful that way.
That's cool.
I think, guys, he's second level caster. He's got what, 11 or 10 points?
Just 9 plus his level.
9 plus his level, so he's got an 11. So your blue bar should be 11. Then Steve-O, put 11
Correct.
in both spots.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Now someone give me a percentile roll, please.
Got it. Oh, Hobbs is all over that.
Nice. Okay.
Boom.
So it's still a lovely, lovely day. And Dave, give me one more percentile roll. I need one more anyway.
I'm gonna get this one.
Oh God.
Oh my God! You rolled a tornado.
All right.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not.
Today, so morning comes. There are light clouds today, but the weather otherwise is about the same as what it has been. So it's been warm, but not too warm. So it's this lovely, like kind of midsummer, morning. But I needed. Oh, this here.
Sounded like the Book of Fate.
All right. Who's all beat up? Need some healing.
Me and Hirogo and Calidor and you.
All right. Dorman. Oh. God,
Thank you.
Try this again.
One. Fantastic.
Dorman.
Always for Dorman.
That's it, Dorman. You're done. You made too many jokes about playing it in, and he doesn't want to heal you anymore.
I've been picking on Coral and Lantheon, man, not playing it in.
All right. Erligo.
Yes.
Hey, you got 3 hit points.
Thank you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Calidor. That's 3 cure lights. Calidor, you're getting a cure moderate.
Big money.
D10 plus 1.
Okay. So let me set something up here, guys.
Jeez. It's the worst healing day ever. But that's
8
all right.
points and 4 spells.
But
Hold on.
Clangadin is happy with us.
Tired. 8 out of 35.
He's exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost in Milburn. Where are the rest of you guys? Sorry.
I'm heading to Thornwood to take on
What is
the
Elanion not carrying anything? He's just running ahead.
Guys, hurry up! Come on.
I got my staff and my bow. See you later. Poof.
Nice. Oh yeah, this map is awesome. Okay. So guys, let me. Can I just eliminate? Nope. Yep. Okay. Boom. Dorman, you're not invisible still, are you?
I am not.
Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh, Dorman, do you have 2 hit points right now?
I have 5.
5. Okay, hold on. I got the wrong tokens, I think, for some reason. Let's see.
I can update it when I get over there.
No, it's just as easy to cut and paste, you dudes. You dudes. All right, so you guys have a bunch of stuff. Oh, hold on. Why is that not displaying? Oh, Steve, you need to put 11 in both of them in order to have the bar display.
Okay, I see.
I took care of it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just kind of just make sure you remember next time. All right, here we go.
Fractions, man. Fractions.
That's on my character sheet too, right? That's where I do the other one.
For
bars.
So right on the token.
Just on the token.
Okay.
The token, like, it will track hit points from your character sheet, so it'll update automatically.
Okay.
But the bar is something. The blue one is just because it's an armor spell. It's just something we're using to track the.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Now let me see here.
So we still have a day and a half to get out of to the edge of the hills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then probably a half day follow that to Harleton. So like 2 days basically to get to Harleton even. Three days. 2 days to Harleton and 3 more to Melbourne.
At our current rate, yeah. Unless we can rent a carriage in Harleton.
Oh.
Thought maybe we could see if we could buy a wagon from a farmer.
Yeah, good idea.
It's a good idea.
See if somebody has a load that they need to bring in.
Would someone kind of
there?
would someone kind of give me a D10 roll, please? Tell me what you roll.
8.
Uh-oh.
8.
9.
Okay.
Too slow.
You are not surprised.
Is it for surprise? Because I get a bonus.
You do not. Not when you're rolling as a group.
Oh, well, that's useless to be then.
No, we go through this every time too. It's where I say you don't get a bonus to initiative, you don't get a bonus to surprise.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's not
spend
true.
more time by yourself,
Sorry,
Dorman.
you're surprised you do. Yeah, you're surprised you do, but not for. Apparently, we don't go through every time. Fucking Kev changing the rules all the time. Jesus.
Jesus, consistent rulings.
Yeah, Bush League.
Doesn't have his books out for the weather.
I know. What the hell is going on here?
It's a good thing you got players that'll remind you that the weather is important for our travel back.
Oh, seriously, you made me so happy. Okay, so here we go. You roll a D10. Let me roll a D10 for me. Interesting. Holy shit, guys.
At our snail's pace, we surprised.
Yeah,
Whatever it is,
in spite of the lugging things along, the cursing that's going on, the friendly, good-natured, what do you call it? Ribbing that is going along as you guys travel. In spite of all that, only one group is surprised. Someone give me a 4d6 roll, please. Nice, thank you. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Let me move you over to where we are, guys. Because I know if you're sitting on a seat, you are on the edge. So here we go. Boom. We are right here. You are traveling north, so towards the top. Just rearrange yourselves to be in the order that you guys would be traveling. Keep the spacing about what it is. I don't want to see you guys spread out over 50 feet, please. So who would be in front, who would be in the middle, who would be at the rear?
Heading north?
Heading north, yeah.
I'm guessing I'd be near the front, walking with somebody. Are we carrying the crates, the stuff that was in the crates, in our backpacks? Is that why we're so slow?
In backpacks, in bags, I think someone brought a sack with them, so like you're just carrying tons of shit.
Whatever we got.
Yeah.
Really was gonna flank.
I think I've got sacks.
Elanion's with his hound Astralis.
Astralis, that's his name?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good where I am.
You're good where you are? Okay. So then Dorman, I think you're the first one to see this. So you guys are coming up towards that big tree that's there. And you're sort of keeping an eye, yeah. And you see what catches your attention is a bird. Takes off from the tree, and you're kind of like, And you were not close enough to be able to disturb it. And that's when you see moving between the tall grass, pushing it aside. An enormous serpent.
Oh.
Now,
Hell no.
What's that doing there?
this thing does not appear to have seen you guys. So, Dorman, you're the first one to see this. What is it that you do?
Technically a surprise round?
It has not seen you. You would have it. If you attack it, you've got a surprise round.
Okay. Guys, get your weapons. It's a snake.
Okay. So you shot this. You guys are all aware of it. I'm going to make a roll and see if the snake heard that.
Snakes have very good tympanic membranes.
Steve's secretly on the DM side. Love it. They're very good here.
Knowledge, yeah.
And this thing is flicking its tongue out, tasting the air. Does it taste the fear-drenched sweat of our resident gnome.
Nah, I'm hardened by battle.
So, Druin and Rilligo and Caldor and Elanion, what do you guys do as soon as Dorman shouts out?
Well, drop the bags of money and whatever. I'm carrying to take out my weapons.
So it for sure hears you, then.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
Okay, so bam, 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 bam.
We assume
It's
that
been
means it's
some
seen us.
time since I've eaten snake.
Nice.
Good recipe for that.
Okay. And Steve, the last time you guys encountered a snake in the wild, a much smaller version, you remember how vicious its poison was, too.
Oh, yeah. Watch out for the poison.
Try best not to get bit. So the smashing happens. Hold on, I as you drop everything to the ground. Let me see here. We're listening to that right now. I love that track, by the way. Ossuary 5 by Kevin MacLeod. That's a fucking super good background song.
Ossuary.
Yeah.
Isn't that where they keep
I don't hear any music.
What's that?
I don't hear any music. Must be my settings.
You probably turned. Yeah, your settings probably turned it off.
Really?
I'm
Now I
wounded.
hear it.
Let's see. I think this is the one that we like. Oh yeah, there we go. This is the dwarves going into battle. So what happens is this thing's head snaps to the side. Its mouth opens and it starts moving towards you guys. So let's roll some initiative. And first, I'm gonna turn this down a scooch here because that's really loud in my ear. All right, so guys, everyone decide what you're doing this round with this ginormous snake coming towards you. Whoa. And then let's see here. Jeff, I think you were still winning initiative up to the end, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I lost.
Beat my 9.
What time of day is it?
It is still, like, you've barely been traveling for 15, 20 minutes.
He crushed your 9.
Nice! 4. Incredible. Well, hold on. Oh, yeah, Calder rolled it. Yeah. Awesome, guys. All right, so.
1.
Let me add while you guys are entering all your stuff in there. So I am not acting until this is a medium-sized creature, so I'm acting on a 14.
Big medium-sized creature.
I think it's actually a 12 because it's 3, but I'll say 14 for this thing. It was dopey. I'll have to look up again. But you guys are looking forward to fighting things with weapons, right? You said it's actually attacking closer to when you guys actually attack. Seems like everything you fight has either teeny tiny weapons or great big teeth. There we go. That's what I need. Okay. Now, okay, so first up is Dorman. What are you doing, Dorman?
Dorman is going to start tumbling and boosting his AC successfully, and he's going to move back and he's going defensive this round. He's going to come after the smallest member. He just knows it.
Okay. He tumbles back.
AC is -1 until my next turn.
Okay. And the snake sees a very tasty, highly moving in a jerky kind of way. Prey. Speaking of praying, next is Druin and Rilligo. Yeah, A+ segue, right?
That's where the winky gun are too.
Oh man.
Rilligo is going to whip out his bow and arrow. Whip out his massive bow and arrow.
Okay. You can shoot once this round if you like.
I would like to shoot.
I don't think you have do you have the right speed factor on that? What's the speed factor for
Oh,
that?
shoot.
7.
Yeah.
If it's a long bow.
Oh, too slow. Okay, I give everyone +1 to hit. Yay.
Yay! All right, Druin, what are you doing?
Druin is clasping his left hand over his holy symbol and praying to Clangadin, and silver light shines through his knuckles.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden his beard glows silver.
Love it. I got to
So
update
weird.
that portrait. Add a bunch of silver in it. I actually had someone comment on the YouTube channel about that too. It's like, shouldn't his beard have a lot more silver? Like, those are some fucking close watchers. Love it.
It takes time. It takes time. We're no rush in the process.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You have a stalker.
So, it's filled up. Calidor and Elanion, you guys are next.
Let's fill the air with wooden arrows.
There we go.
Death.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Okay.
A lot of submits. I wish they lined
Nice.
up. It's like a game of move your mouse to hit the submits.
Well, you know, adds a little bit of dexterity to the game too. So it's
Both
like,
Dex
hits?
check.
it gives you a little taste of platforming in the same.
Dex
Okay.
check, Jeffrey. Dex check.
Yep. Okay, so that's a hit from. Is it a hit? I think some. Yes, Calidor hit. Elanion definitely hit. Both of you. Wow, jeez, guys. So these are. Watch the. This is between the two of you guys. Watch that that old health bar there. Boom!
Oh,
Whoa!
I cast my spell for that.
One of them sinks right through this thing, and the other one takes out one of its eyes.
Oh, they could still come and kill us.
I'm actually going to make a morale check for it because that is a lot of damage all in 1 second. Okay. Then it is Calidor's turn. Oh, no, you guys both went. Hold on. Who hasn't gone yet? Rilligo.
yes.
Oh, yeah, you're using your spear,
Yeah,
right. So
Yeah.
this thing turns, and it's going to make only, unfortunately, it was going to attack you, so it can only make a combat move. But it moves pretty darn quick. So I can move. Yeah. Right there.
Oh,
It's fleeing.
thought I was gonna be dodgy.
Okay.
It
That is
ain't out
the
of bow
second
range.
shots from Elanion and Calidor. There is, looks like Elanion's going to have cover in the way. So is Calidor, so this thing's got cover against you two. But go ahead.
AC 6.
AC 6, no, that is not good enough. Calidor, you want to make your shot too?
Yeah, I'm just wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, 3. That is actually still not good enough to cover, unfortunately.
Oh, dang.
Oops, yeah.
Did you add the +1 from Rilligo?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's roll initiative. If this thing's only moving, so it's possible you guys will catch it before. Jeff, beat my 8.
Beat the 8. Yes.
Nice. Yes. So I'm actually acting on an 8. Ooh, Elanian's on a 7 though.
6 plus.
Casting a spell.
Ooh. Okay. Elanian, what are you doing? Am I gonna guess what's happening here?
You know what's happening. He
No,
drops
you
to
give us the
one knee.
description. What's the cool thing that happens here?
Elanion drops to one knee and slams a fist into the ground, and spikes of earth fire up, piercing the creature.
Yeah, and it jerks up on those spikes, and when they appear back in the ground, it hits the ground dead and not moving.
Nice.
So, that was an exciting morning.
Those snakes like thrash around until they like wear out the nervous system when they die.
Probably, yeah. So this massive thing is flopping around. Unless the thing caused nerve damage with all those spikes going through it. But
is there enough left to make a pair of boots? So is what I want to know.
This thing is about 12 feet long. So yeah, you're gonna have ample amounts of snake skin now, and also if you treat this thing because it's medium sized, I think you can actually get rations out of it. But you got to spend time kind of doing that. Does anyone
I think
have?
we should.
You should.
Yeah, it's probably worth it.
Make some
Okay.
food.
Animal lore?
Yeah, give me an animal roll check. Animal lore check, please. Nice. Holy shit. I'm gonna let you actually take its poison glands out. That was what the roll was for. So if you do want to retrieve those things, you could do that.
How much do they weigh?
The glands themselves, I mean, like, I don't know, a pound or 2 at most. Sorry, I totally missed the encumbrance joke there. What a dummy. Taking it completely literally, like, well, it actually only costs.
I wasn't joking.
Okay.
It's like, if it's the difference between that and a mithril hammer, I'm taking the mithril hammer.
Can we skin it? Is it a giant skin? Can we use
skinning
that
it
for
would
anything?
take substantially longer.
Okay.
Prepping the meat will take about like, I don't know, an hour. Let me get my.
We could make a canoe out of the skin and then use that
We're too far away.
to travel. Okay.
Make a
A
canoe.
snakeskin canoe.
What the fuck?
Snakeskin canoe? Wow.
You're right. I would
Steve
much
has
rather
been-
have snakeskin pants. Really go definitely need some snakeskin.
Steve has been dropping some awesome trivia. tonight.
Yes. Oh my god.
Snakeskin makes excellent canoes. Eh.
As opposed to like birch bark.
Oh my god.
On rainforest to find snakes that big.
Yeah, like Cliff Clavin
Infamous snakeskin.
post like wet brain.
Cliff Clavin the Bard. That's what it is.
How many
Yeah.
rations do we get out of this bad boy?
Someone's checking here.
I think we might want the snakeskin.
I just
well, if
kind
we're
of
gonna be
pierced
sitting
the
around-
shit out of it.
You know, Calidor, bro, we could have like matching snakeskin outfits.
If you're
That
taking
would
the
just be-
day to
that'd be
skin it,
class.
and you could take a day to skin it and like cure the hide. I'm fine with that. You guys certainly have.
Yeah,
it
well,
between
and
you
like
guys.
get all the rations.
Yeah, food and stuff. There's no hurry.
Okay. So, if you guys are okay with that?
Sure.
Okay. So then,
I want a vest.
It's not that big. You can probably get one article of clothing out of it.
Gloves.
What? 12 feet long? How
Okay.
tall do you think we are?
A
guys,
12-foot long snake is probably going to be about this big around.
you guys
It could
have
swallow, it could
it's
swallow 4 dormant.
three rations basically. 3 people worth of rations of daily rations. You're going to get out of the snake. And then
Cool.
if you're skinning the hide, that is going to take the rest of your day. Let me just make another random
What
encounter
if we just
roll.
cook? What if we just cook that? Because it's going to take that time. That gives us the bugbear a chance to track us down.
Right, we might as well just eat
I
the
don't care
fresh
about
meat.
that bugbear. Let him come.
Yeah, we'll finish him off.
That's a spirit. Okay, hold on. Where's my calendar? My calendrier here.
I will change my spell to fire hands, burning hands.
Yeah, do
Fire
that in
hands.
the morning.
Jazz hands.
Death hands.
Jazz hands.
Bard hands.
Okay, let me get. I'm gonna get this.
That's like milking.
I never tossed off. I never tossed off.
The milking hands.
Okay, so I mean, it's otherwise just a lovely, relaxing day for you guys. You know, the weather passes or the day passes. You having a chance to catch your breath. You're having a chance to eat some fresh meat for the first time in a little while, and you have recovered 2 poison, 2 of the venom sacs from this thing. You will need an alchemist to actually treat those things to convert it over into some kind of poison you can use safely, at least. But Religo, you may actually have some poison you could use for your blowgun. Finally.
Holy shit! I am totally. Yeah.
Now, Kev, could one of the rest of us attempt to hunt some other game so that we could have a full day's
Yeah,
ration
absolutely.
from-
Definitely. Yeah. So the way that hunting works is first thing in the morning and first thing in the evening, you guys can go ahead and do that. The trade-off is there's a when you take like when you're foraging or doing things like that, I make a random encounter roll for you, just because there is a risk. I don't
Sure.
jack it up the way that I do for regional modifiers, though. So
Because you
there
said
is
there
that.
were 3 rations worth of meat in the snake, right?
Yep. So let's do this here.
Per person,
The-
right? Yeah.
It's right in the summer, so it's a great time for hunting. Hills are not bad. Give me a percentile roll there, Calidor.
Calidor's gonna do it. High or low was good.
Do you have... 10, nice. Do you have the hunting proficiency?
No.
Does anyone?
Yes,
Dorman does.
Elanion does.
And Dorman
Oh.
does?
hmm
Okay, so if you guys... You
Might
may be the
have
better
actually
ones
been
to...
one of you guys.
Yeah, you guys should probably go along. Reason being is the hunting, you actually get a better a better return for your. You don't like find more things, but you can drop the animals that you're hunting faster.
I think Elanion's going to have his time taken up, like skinning and dissecting the snake with the animal or survival.
Okay.
We have all day, so I mean, if you want to go, I don't care. I don't need to go.
If all you're doing is skinning the animal and curing the hide, you remember hunting is first thing in the morning. You can do that while you're without impacting on your otherwise, going. Okay, so we'll assume the two of you guys are going. Let me make my random encounter roll here. Okay, so you guys do find stuff. Give me a D6 roll, either Dorman or Elanion. Hobbs has got a 2. Nice. Okay, so what you find is only one. You find one good-sized hare, 20 to 40 yards out. So, let's see here.
Do we use the hunting proficiency for this or not?
No. What the hunting proficiency does is it increases. You're able to down animals a lot faster. You don't go through like the full combat check here. Nice.
Yeah, I think it just gets you closer to the animal.
Yeah. So here, just to give you an example of what this is, I'm just gonna just juke this. What you instead find is 5 small deer, like mule deer kind of thing, like little small things that are feeding off of the heather. What that means is each of you guys, would you give me a D10 roll, please? Okay, so Elanion is not going to be able to get a shot. Dorman, you drop 1. And this is so normally you need to get, it's 1 hit to kill a small-sized creature, 2 hits to kill a medium-sized creature, 4 to draw down a large. So you got 1 shot off and hit. Go ahead and roll again, Dorman. That's a second one down. Go ahead and roll one more time. Actually, keep rolling until they're gone. Okay, and that's a miss. So normally a medium-sized creature takes 2 to go down. Because you got the hunting proficiency, it goes down in 1, which means you drop 2 of those deer. You have 6 more rations.
Okay.
From those deer.
Deer and snake stew sounds delicious.
Yeah,
I can make that.
Okay. Yes, so you guys easily able to drop that. So you've got some venison as well to add to your snake meal. And what else? That was in the evening. The days otherwise. What is Druin and Calidor and Roligo? What are you guys keeping yourselves busy with throughout this day?
Well, I know the guys you won't be as happy unless I sing basically all day long, pretty much my entire repertoire, and just get some practice in.
So let's see.
Because Hirilgo starts to sing, Druin decides now's a good time to give Hirilgo etiquette lessons. So,
okay. Which he's also notoriously bad at, right?
Which he's also notoriously bad at, and he has terrible charisma. And this just probably turns into like ugly shouting about things you're not supposed to do. And
Dorman and Elanion come back to camp to find Roligo and Druin screaming at each other.
No, I don't think so, because what Calidor is doing is he's making the camp really nice for everyone, and I think once he sees the fight start to erupt, he gets Druin to come with him to gather a bunch of firewood for the evening, so we can have a nice big fire tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want a proper
all the random encounters.
Big old bonfire, then let me see here.
Yep, bonfire.
Like guys, like what is this? I take Wednesday off, and you just shower me with riches afterwards. Kev, we're using Ultimate Wilderness. We're using the Wilderness Survival Guide. What have I done to deserve this? Jeez. You make me so... And I will make it... If I sound sarcastic, I'm not. I'm serious. This is fantastic.
Yeah, because any other group would have just, kept their mouth shut and gotten into town by now. But no, we're going to drag this out and have some fun.
You know what side my bread is buttered on, so thank you guys. Okay, so then let's hear. Calidor, would you kindly give me a percentile roll?
I don't like this idea of picking up sticks, Calidor. Maybe we should talk about climbing in on the way.
Easily, yeah. You find like a whole batch of really dried up twigs and shit like that, so you're able to collect this stuff quite easily. What do you and Rilligo talk about during that time? Is there something you say to try and distract him, or?
No, I brought Druin with me. I left Rilgo in the camp.
Oh,
Yeah.
you brought, okay.
You left him alone.
Rilligo's in camp
staying
on
in
his
the
own.
camp by himself.
Okay.
That's right.
What do
Calidor, we
Calidor?
should. I'd like to talk to you about the love of Clangadin and how Clangadin is worthy of all even elves.
Have you heard the good news of Clangadin?
My lord and master Clangadin would like to talk to you.
I have a
about
copy
your
of the
future.
Watch Keep for you. Okay, so yeah, you're easily able to find enough to make a great big bonfire. And
This fire's a great idea.
let's see
I
if
brought the guy who carries axes around, as opposed to the guy with a blowgun
In
for
the
gathering
spear.
wood. Seemed a little more logical.
It is. How's your armor fitting?
Good. Maybe you could even fix it up for me.
Yeah, when we get back to town, I'll make sure all the straps are. Sometimes, when the straps are facing into the armor, they'll come loose. And if that pops when you're in the middle of a fight, man, you don't want that. Last thing you want is a big open spot for someone to jab their sword.
I'm glad you finished up that conversation because at first it sounded kind of sensual and I didn't know
It
what was going
did.
to happen. How's
Could
your
you
armor
check-
fitting?
Could check my straps.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's got that brand new chainmail that we found, and I did a few modifications to it while we were underground, but I didn't have a full assortment of tools.
Why don't you take it off so we can make some adjustments?
That sounds like the bard's conversation with him.
Okay. What you guys can see is over the course of collecting all the firewood and whatnot too, you can see some big, heavy clouds are coming in from the south.
They won't notice our smoke then.
Holy shit. So by the time this thing, you all get back to camp, the first of the heavy drops are falling, and it quickly falls. It's not a torrential downpour, but it is a really good downpour. So the evening is spent kind of, trying to weather the weather, as it were. And
Calidor did spend the rest of his time setting up our camp really nicely, so maybe we've got some decent shelter from there.
absolutely. So at least it's
Weather to weather the weather. That is the question.
Well, and you know what? Since Bergour is not here and there's the rest of them, I could crash in the big tent with the rest of the guys, and we could just put all the dry wood inside my tent to keep it nice and clean.
Nice.
okay. So yeah, you guys get your stuff in there, and let's see if how the evening goes. You do fortunately the rain comes in well after the curing has finished. So I think you've finished curing the thing for the day, but you're gonna have to kind of quickly bundle it up to avoid the worst of the weather. Let's see what happens tonight.
This weather's not bringing our spirits down. We're feeling really good.
Yeah, oh definitely. Who is keeping watch? Or what am I talking about? I guess I got to roll. Give me a roll of
Everyone is at one
1d5,
point or
please. Yeah, someone give me a d5 roll.
Boop. 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elanion and what's the dog called again?
I don't know. I could find it.
Astros.
Estrala, that's
Estrala?
it.
Estrala. Okay. Okay. Having adopted 2 rescue pups, I can tell you that it's just a sound. They don't have a personification with their name, so you can call it whatever the fuck you want. It'll just learn to answer to it. So, We did keep Anna's name though. Just changed
My-
Amy.
My dad's first cat's name was Stupid.
Nice.
You're stupid.
My parents' first cat name was Shitface.
There you go.
Jesus.
That's
Wow,
loud.
and here I thought Smokey was, for the gray cat was pretty obvious and lame.
Shit face.
That's
I
awesome.
had to change it after my grandfather was looking after it and it got loosed in the neighborhood.
Have you seen our cat shit face?
Yeah, walking around the neighborhood, Shitface!
Jeez.
Good family story.
Sorry, I've lost track of. Oh, I know where I can find this. He is in here. All right, I'm trying to figure out how far you can see in the dark with rain. Elanion, would you kind of give me a D10 roll?
One. That's a good roll.
Uh-oh. I guess I don't really need to worry about rolling, seeing what your visibility. All right, guys. So you are all. Where did everyone go? Oh, there they are. Way down there. Okay, so you guys are all camping in Elanion. You are on watch here. You and the dog. Give me a D10 roll for the dog. I'm going to give him +1 chance of being surprised. Nope.
You guys are playing together.
This dog is dead asleep at your feet. It's warmed by the roar of the campfire. It's got a full belly for the first time in a long time, and it's not under the malign influence of Malfeshnacore. So this dog is dead to the world. His back is up, and you're just sort of idly scritching it as you keep an eye out. It's very, very difficult to see in the rain. However, there is something that comes out. And let me just set this here for you. Okay, here we go. What's your... Oh, hold on. You do have armor up, so... Elanion's AC is a 6 right now. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Good. Good. Yes. Okay. Let me just set this down here, guys. I'm picturing that those arrows are just kind of like, hoo. You looking around all over.
I was actually trying to point at Steve sleeping on his camera.
6. That is not unprecedented for Steve to fall asleep. I can't remember what game we were playing when we were like, I'm sure at some point, Steve, you woke up and were like, why is roll 20 still open and why am I the only one here? Because we finished up and we couldn't wake you up to call it a session.
That even happened to me in school one time. The entire class left the classroom and I was still in there with the teacher after class was over.
Uh-oh.
Asleep, yes.
Dear Pentos, you'll never believe. Okay.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. All right, so Elanion. Let me make some rolls here first. What is your dex modifier?
No, I don't have one.
Nada. Okay. 1, 2.
I'm a muscle wizard.
Muscle wizard.
Muscle wizard? Okay.
You're gonna flex your spells. There's a character from the Doom Patrol comic and the TV show called Flex Mentallo who does that. You can, flex muscles and he alters the world.
I do have a 16 strength.
You do, yeah. You're for sure a muscle wizard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No one doubted you. We just thought it was silly.
No.
If you
It's
guys
one of my things.
have not watched the Doom Patrol series as well too, it's on I think it's on Crave in Canada. It's fucking awesome. It's it's so enjoyable. Yeah, really, really good.
Have you watched Medical Police on Netflix?
I have not yet. No.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I watched
Oh
The
my God.
Extraction today, and that was pretty fun.
Actually, yeah, I watched that too.
Yeah. Okay. Elanion, fortunately, you suddenly hear, and there's this flurry of tiny little arrows that come flying out towards you. Some of them ripping through the tents as well. It seems as if these things have coordinated. However, only two actually hit you. And where's
Seems
my...
like a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause here's what you see. Boom! Just when you thought goblins were in your rearview mirror, here they are again.
No.
Okay. It is going to take 1 round for people to get out of their tents, by the way. So, if you're...
This
How much
is
damage did I take?
You
yeah, this
take
is
2
too
from one of
intense.
them and 4 from a second.
So
Yeah,
that's a
Davis, 2
total
because 1 to wake
4.
up, get up, another to get out. 3 if you're getting your weapons. Oh boy. I think just be grateful that I don't make you put your armor on. So, 2 points and 4 points. So, DR applies with a 4 net. All right, guys. That is the end of the surprise round. Let's roll some initiative. Jeffrey, how are you feeling about initiative?
Like I'm gonna beat you once again.
Nice. Okay.
I think I'm gonna sleep in my chainmail tonight just to see if how uncomfortable that would be.
Don't do that.
I'll let you guys know on Sunday.
Definitely. The real world test. I love it. Oh, that's so good. All right, Jeffrey. Can you
Dig it.
beat my 9? Oop, 9. 9? 9.
And
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
6.
6. Nice. Okay. I'm acting on a... Let's see here. Short bow. I'm acting on a 16. So you guys have some time to... Now, Elanion, now that you've been hit, I think you're looking around and you can see these little shits. Yeah, so getting up and retrieving a weapon is 1 action. Getting out of the tent is the 2nd action. So it would take you 2 rounds to get out, guys.
Okay.
Not my plan.
That's not your plan? Fireball.
Don't have that yet.
Okay.
Whatever.
So first up is Calidor and Druin. What are you guys doing?
I have a
Getting
6
up.
as well.
I'm getting my weapon.
What are you doing, Elanion?
Elanion stands up, the fury of the stone shapers obvious, whips out his ring, and he's gonna cast a spell.
No, it is nighttime, but
Yeah,
he is
that's
not
perfect.
underground.
That's what we want.
So what are you doing?
So I'm going to use ball lightning.
What?
And
So
what does
I'm
that
gonna
do?
roll a D4.
I tell you how many?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 lightning balls. These
Nice.
spheres have a 120-foot range and a 4-round duration.
Ooh.
These
Shit.
globes, glowing globes, resemble dancing lights, and the ring wearer controls them as he would control dancing lights.
How much can you move dancing lights per round?
I don't know. I didn't look that up.
Okay. Well, if that's your
Release
action,
can be 1 at a time or all at once during the course of 1 round, as needed, or as needed throughout the night.
okay.
So at 2 balls, they each do 5d4 damage.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, so
Dancing
they can be
lights moves
moved
at-
at 120
Dancing
feet per round. They have 120 feet range, 4-round duration. They can be moved at 120 feet per round. Each sphere is about 3 in diameter, and any creature it touches or approaches within 5 feet dissipates its charge. So let's.
Gonna nuke
Well,
the
you can
goblins.
make your little marks on their Hobbs, and then just move the little squares around. Where do you want for them to first appear? I mean, they'll just damage, I guess, whatever. If you can summon them in the square where the, yeesh.
I'll just put them right here.
Yeah. You can put them on the target if you like. You just want to just do damage to them because it's going to dissipate as soon as it touches them.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
I forgot what I said.
5d4 for each of them.
Jesus.
Hold the crap. Wait, do you want to put it in between all 3 of them?
I can only hit 1 person. I don't think it can
okay.
affect
Yeah.
more than 1.
Okay.
So
roll
one
fi-
takes 12 points.
So
The other takes 11
explodes.
points.
So these two little
Wow.
the things disappear, but Elanion says an ancient elven word, and then one of them, this light appears, and these I'm picturing it going off like fireworks.
You shall not trifle with the stone shapers.
And,
Flee into the night, you fools.
Let's see here.
Hey, Kevin, Dorman, instead of getting up and moving, he invisibilities himself.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so that was on Dorman on an 8. Druin, what did you do for 6?
Stood up and pulled his weapons.
Okay. Then it is Elanion and Riligo,
I just went.
because Dorman's cast a spell. Elanion's
Elanion
gone.
just went.
Oh, okay, Riligo?
Riligo's gonna move up. Hold on. Oh, there's more dudes over there.
Oh, and Calidor,
Okay,
shit. You were getting up, yes?
Yeah, he was getting up and getting his bow.
Weapon, okay.
Riligo's taking position here. Yeah, he's getting his bow.
Hold on, Steve. I just
Yep.
went through this.
Oh yeah, right.
It's 2 rounds for you to get out of your tent, man.
Okay, and then grabbing my bow.
Okay, so you're getting up and getting your bow. It'll be 1 more round for you to get out.
Yeah.
However, basically, I just rolled a morale check for them, and Hobbs, hope you appreciate the 19 that I rolled for their morale. So these things are like, go racing off into the rain. And you will not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8 of them. They go racing off. So by the time you guys get out, all you hear, all you see is, I guess. Well, Hobbs, you go ahead and tell us what do they see as Elanion? They find Elanion standing there.
Elanion says, "Oh, I didn't mean to wake you. You can smell the smell of burnt goblin, and you can see him steaming off in the corner near the fire. Sleep well, my friends. Nothing to see here.
We should have saved
Although
some
he
for
is
me.
bleeding a little bit from a couple arrow marks.
Yeah. And there's a hole in someone's tent in the rain too. I guess who did they shoot? Let's see here.
Well done, Eladion.
Are any of you guys doubled up in a tent, or are there separate tents?
No, there's 4 of us are in the tent, and then the wood is in the other tent.
Oh, okay,
tent,
so
yeah.
yeah. So there's a hole in, well, I guess 50-50. On a even, it's the wood tent. No, it's you guys, so there's a hole in your tent now. So at least your firewood's dry. All right, so when the morning comes, this is still, the rain is still going, so it is going to be a bit of a, more of a slog here. However, you do have, you didn't have to dip into any of your rations, and I think you got 1 left over as well. And you guys have that that cured snake skin now. So let's take a look at the Overland travel map.
What? I have a question for you.
Of course.
What are the markings on these goblins?
There are blue markings on their face.
Oh. They have the blue actual stuff from Malfechnikor on them?
They do, yeah.
That's
Maybe we should
concerning.
burn them so they can't be raised.
Well, we have a bonfire.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, we already killed the guy who was raising them, I think. But we don't know if we did or not because the general could be free. It's unfortunate. Perhaps another time I'll be able to raise these spirits from the dead and ask them who it is that they work for.
Okay.
That sounds like necromancy.
Okay. Let me see here, guys.
We could mark them so that we know if they've been raised. I'll cleave one on the left side of the head and cleave the other one on the right side of the head. And we'll know that if we get a goblin with a left side cleave, it's that guy. And if it's the right side cleave, it's that guy.
Nice.
And we never see him again, then.
The necromantic version of like catch and release. Love it. Okay. We are careful zoologists or necrologists of the necromantic ecosystem. We are tagging these goblin zombies and releasing them back into the wild. We want to see where they go. Fucking hell. Okay. Let's see here. Give me a... let's see here. Who hasn't rolled this yet? Steve, give me a D10 roll, please. It's only half your head right now.
D10.
Not. Okay.
Here, oh, hold on. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, gotcha. All right.
Okay.
I rolled either a 10 or a 5.
All right, so it's about, it's after your midday break, guys. The rain is still pouring down, and you once again come across a group of goblins. Now,
Is this the next day, Kev?
this is the next day. Yeah, next day you guys get up,
Okay.
you break camp, you make your way
I'm
through.
gonna heal some people.
Say again? Oh, yeah,
heal some people.
certainly, yeah. If you got any morning stuff you want to do, really goes, everyone heals by 1 as well. So, heal 1 hit point. And then it looks like Druin's got some stuff to do in the morning as well.
Okay, let's do a different order here.
While you're-
Brilgo, healing,
Yeah, thank you.
Dorman,
Looking good.
I appreciate it.
Elanion.
Ooh,
Oh,
overhealed him by a lot.
Wow,
I think
holy
it
smokes.
favors the stone shapers.
Stone Shapers have never made jokes about Clangadin. And D10. Calder, you're pretty good.
12 out of 19. You can wait.
I'll
Doesn't
heal
matter.
I'll heal Calidor. For 7.
That's perfect.
Okay, holy shit. Are you at full again?
Yep.
This is.
Wow. Okay.
Just watch me, because I.
Heal.
Okay, so group of goblins.
Hold on. We're going to end on a bit of a cliffhanger here, which I know is so unlike me.
No.
But, for those listening at home, this is yet another one of the things I just love about this style of play is the sort of happy coincidences that you come across in the random encounters and jumping on those to tie up story threads. Yeah, let's see here.
Oh,
Oh,
I guess we got what we hoped for.
The
Flame.
goblin with the flame blade? Come
Either that or
on,
the
bastard.
The bugbear.
bugbear's leading these guys.
Do you guys really think I'd throw you a bunch of goblins and a bugbear at you at this point? That bugbear nearly murdered
Yeah.
the whole party before.
Because they snuck up on us.
Yeah. Okay, let's
We
see.
took his bow, which was making him so deadly.
That is true. That bow is pretty badass, though it'd be pretty scary if he is even more of a badass without the bow. Eh? Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Don't let them get close.
Okay. And let's see here. All you guys are thinking about your training that's going to go on. So happy to get that going. Steve can finally reach 3rd level
Yay.
and then knock on the door of 4th level.
Yes.
Well,
I'm just going to go
kill
right
some rabbits.
back out. I'm going to go kill a raccoon, and then I'm going to come back, and that should do it.
It's fortunate your patron saint, Gary Gygax, has thought of that and did expressly call bullshit on that in the DMG.
Damn him. All right.
Guys, this is the encampment that you stumble on. They're actually camped. They are not, what do you call it? They're not on the move. You guys kind of come across their camp. They are not surprised. You are not surprised. We will be proceeding with rolling initiative. And... Oop, wrong button. Oop. Here we go. Come on. Stupid thing. Wrong button. Wrong button, Kev. Wrong button. Let's do this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And there are more goblin dogs there as well. So, guys, we will leave this with, you see back here, an old friend
Are we
who
on a map?
sees you
Map
coming
yet.
over.
On the wrong map yet?
Oh yeah, you're on the wrong map here. Let's
See nothing.
let's do this here. Kind of you guys to let me go through it all. This is where you guys are.
Oh shit.
I need a
And
fireball.
this is what you see. Okay.
I've got color spray.
Okay, and guys, that is where we will leave things. So let's quickly do some XP here.
Where's our old friend? I don't see an old friend anywhere.
It's this guy up
He's
here with the
right
sword.
back here. Oops, he's
Oh, there
right.
he is. Good.
If you guys,
Yes, time to wrap this up.
Hey, I just accidentally discovered that if you hit plus and minus, it zooms you in, zooms you out. I put my book on the...
Andy.
Yeah. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, so let's hear XP, guys. XP. Oh, I need to get this. Oh, dang it. I need to grab my phone as well, too, because I don't have my... I left it charging. Let's see here. You guys are gaining... Yeah, that's from that. That rock monster that you guys faced as well, too.
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't an aboleth like Hobbs said.
Yeah, what was that, John?
I'm glad it wasn't an aboleth like Hobbs mentioned.
Yeah, that would be really mean.
It really seemed like it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Multiple eyes, tentacles. Yep.
I knew it
And
wasn't.
we kind of had that dream about
Yeah.
it as well.
Riligo did. Riligo had that nasty dream about some, deep creature in a subterranean grotto. So who knows? Who knows? How many points of astonishing fortune do we have left?
One.
1 point. Okay.
We blew it all in the first hour and a half and kept one.
Yeah, and I think that most of that was spent saving against friendly fire. Times 5, okay. And
Sorry, guys.
Hey, it saved your life. I mean, it only killed her.
oh, you know what? I can probably use the. Okay.
Can anyone still get experience points?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me double check. Yeah, I haven't reached my 9,999 yet on Thief or Wizard.
So I'm a 3rd level warrior, and I can go past 4th. I just can't get to 5th.
Exactly.
Then I'll be fine.
Multi-class characters for the win. Although I'm gonna have to spend 2 months training.
Because, 5th level warrior is 16,000, which I won't get anywhere near.
I pretty much achieved what I wanted from Mage anyway. Invisibility.
Okay, here we go. There's 5 of you today.
Yes, sir.
Oof. So, because of money for XP in this edition, you guys are each going home with 1,829 XP.
What?
How much of that is gold? Because I don't get a bonus for being a thief.
You've already maxed out Thief, haven't you?
Nope.
You haven't maxed out Thief?
Nope. I'm multi-class, so.
Oh, okay. Then that will be for you. Hold on.
And Calendar,
it's about 1,000 for you. No. There's 8 party members total.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about 1,000.
Okay.
Did you say 1,809?
1,829.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, 1829.
What about 2?
Times 1.1.
And then you said
Jeez.
1,000, or how much for gold?
And then those of your thief specialty, you get 1,000 extra for that.
Yeah. And how many hit dice for fighters?
Hit dice of creatures. Good question. It's 3,
I'm
7.
about to max out now. Holy cow.
7 plus 8. So it's 15 adversaries, 15 hit dice worth of adversaries for those who are fighters. And then you guys also make sure you count your spells and whatever else too.
8050 plus 1720. Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm within 500. I could pre-train for next wizard level.
Nice. All right, guys.
Wizard 4 though.
For those, thanks, George. George says, "What a freaking week! It's been great to see you guys here on Friday nights. Thanks."
Yep, I hit my thief max in 300 over.
And Mel, thanks, Mel. Mel from York. Thanks so much for the kind words. It's very nice. Badass critters and lurkers, love it. Throws pigeon in the room. Nice. All right. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. This is the first of the inaugural broadcast from the new Dungeon Musings YouTube broadcast studio, by which I mean my office. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can reach me by email. My email is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find a link in the description of this video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where you can join all of us. There are channels there dedicated to all the games we run on the channel, the specific campaigns, as well as games in general like AD&D and Starfinder and a bunch of other things we run, assorted games. There's a Find a Game channel where people seem to be regularly posting cool opportunities to play both old school games and newer games as well. And other things. There's a really good channel that has some great advice for setting up streaming or setting up playing online games. I saw that Hobbs was getting some help from Mo about setting up your sound system or something like that. So, in addition, there is a link in the description of this video to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits SOS Children's Villages International, which is a really terrific organization, active in over 130 countries, and providing safe and stable, supportive living environments for over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children from around the world. It's a really amazing organization, and I know that this is, at the time of recording, we're right in the middle of a very, very, very difficult period for the entire world in the COVID-19 crisis. But if you do find yourself in a position where you are able to donate to help those kids, I know that at least one of the villages has been affected by the COVID-19 crisis as well. Please feel free to click through and see some of the options we have for rewards for donors. You can also find a link to our Patreon in here, and you also find a link to our, I think that's it. That's all the links that are in here. Maybe my Twitter? I don't know. Anyway, so that is that. I'll also give a quick reminder, too. It is, at the time of recording, May 1st, which means we are 1 month off from our annual charity raffle. And our grand prize for that is going to be a copy of this bad boy right there. That is the gold edition of the Eberron Rising of the Last War from Beetle and Grimm. That is my copy there that I purchased, but they have very generously donated a copy of that to serve as our grand prize. So if in about a month's time this will come out, it is written for 5th edition, but clever and intrepid DMs can make use of the amazing stuff that's in there for whatever their favorite edition is. Eberron has already rule support for 3rd edition or 3.5, I guess. Or 3rd and 3.5. I can't remember if it came out before 3.5 came out, and 4th edition. So, you know, you can really repurpose that stuff for your own purposes. It's their products have amazing handouts and stuff in them, so it's a really great opportunity to win some cool stuff through the raffle and to help out a very good organization, because all raffle tickets go to benefit SOS Children's Villages International. In addition, I've purchased a couple copies of the Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea role-playing game, the core rulebook to donate for prizes. I also have a couple other things too. I've got some Skittermander plushes I'm going to give away. So there's some pretty cool prizes. That'll be happening June 1st, so 1 month from today. Last but not least, I want to thank my brave players who are about to face yet another horde of goblins. So Jeff, Steve, John, Hobbs, and Dave, thank you so much for joining me on this Friday night. Back in the new... boy, I missed you guys on Wednesday. I'm glad to be back in Heronshire tonight.
Me too.
Hey, yeah, a lot of fun.
That was a long week.
That was.
Yeah, tell me about it. Jesus. So, for those listening at home, once again, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. And until we see you again, happy gaming.